Well, I love playing these like big, strong men, but I just don't have the voice for it.
You do. You just don't want to have a sore throat at the end of the day from just
Is Rascal
Oh
joining us
no,
today?
physically I cannot go
yeah, a little
down.
late. Oh, you don't have a pitch beyond
Oh, am I
your team?
frozen?
Oh yeah, you have a low. Yeah, there I guess I got a empty page for notes today. The few things you saw on there was a grocery list, so it was not a kill name. Hits. All right. Phineas, you're the only one that did not unmute yourself to do a sound check. He's probably like that anxiety-driven guy right now who's like Almo on the toilet, like, shit, they're talking to me, but if I unmute, they're gonna hear me. And now he can't decide what to do because we're talking shit about him. And if he hears all of this, it's even better.
Just kidding.
But anyways, otherwise, you guys are all doing well from what it sounds like. Reno said he'll join a little later, and I think that's it, right? He's the only one missing? Or am I tripping?
Oh, I'm here. Is Rascal joining later?
Sorry, not Reno, my bad. Rascal. Yes, I apologize. He said he would be joining a little late.
But to answer your question, yes.
Awesome. Awesome. And more awesome. Cool. So, just a quick recap because obviously what I wrote in there was a recap, but it's been a little while. So, a general recap and vibe of how we are and where we stand. Back when you were all here in the Yonti trouble puzzle room, you all failed miserably, attempting to solve the most simplistic puzzles in which the DM could provide in multiple formats, not only across Discord messages, also beyond the Discordium and back into the sessions. We still tripped on our shoelaces that didn't exist in our D&D outfits within the game and never used the restroom. But we eventually got through and pushed that sucker out of the well, and it came out backwards. Booty out with the tail flapping, and then 5 heads. The Auntie ascension occurred. You all did your very best to not be its snack, and in doing so, protecting it. It recognized this very swiftly, as its entire plan was to include you all to survive its ascension. Little did its actual sponsor know. There you have that. With the success and backing of this invasion of the spiders versus the arachnids versus the Auntie, they retreat or pull back and or get defeated because you guys do enough damage to a significant being out of all of them to also pick up that it is non-living in actual existence. Something about it seems fabricated, at least for the leading matriarch of the arachnids that was present at the time. You were informed that your assistance was grand and thanked. They will not forget, and they will keep this in mind of what it is you did indeed. They were going to head back to their village to prosper, celebrate, and to let them know that a new reform will come, and most likely war again with the arachnids later down the line. Your quest, in which was required of you, to come and aid the scenario in which many have failed and or others have succeeded and or others have yet to abstain from doing, you all stand accomplished. You could go back to the spire immediately, but Reno says wait. Up ahead, there was a room in which was blocked, in which it is no longer blocked. It is now time to feast and reap the wares of opportunity in which all things are. If you would like, Reno, as you head across and go to look into this beautiful room of ventures and prizes, roll me a D100 as you do. And the rest of you may jump into RP and describe what you're doing on your way there or what you're doing around town. Ooh, 94. And when I say
Real
around town,
quick,
I mean inside this
Yeah.
temple. Go on.
could you replace my token with the new guy?
No, because I'm not nice.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We
think we
haven't
all leveled up
taken.
too last round.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Have we leveled up and taken a long rest, or
So
is
only
it?
Both
one
of
of you
those
guys
things.
leveled up, and that's just because I only leveled one of you guys up because they were complaining a lot in the chat. And I'm not going to say whose name it was, but if anyone took the time to read the messages, you would understand who it wasn't. Let me update everyone's character sheets 1 sec. Name, HP, classes, bring that. Image, bio, Sorry, I got distracted. Sigurd, can you drag? You should be able to drag it yourself. Actually, if you own the token, you should be able to bring your new ones in anytime in case they ever bug.
Where? How do?
Oh, in the right tab, where you have the chat, 3 to the right or 2 to the right, you should see actors. It's like a meeple icon.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then in the
there.
blue folder, there should be players. Do you see the blue folder?
Yeah,
Inside there, you should find your tokens.
I
You should
see
just
it,
drag
but
it
I
onto the
don't know how
screen.
to put it on the board.
You just click it and drag it like a file system.
It does not allow me to do that.
It doesn't let
No,
you.
I've been trying to do that.
Gotcha. One sec. Let me fix that across the board since that is something that I do want you guys to be able to do. Let's just see why. Trusted players can do a lot of awesome things. Let this roll to create actors. Sure. Oh, perfect. Here we go. Create new tokens. Activated. Create items. Activated. Nice. So now moving forward, everyone should be refreshed on the login screen or refreshed your Foundry. It should automatically do it. If it doesn't, you should. You guys should now be able to make your own items freely or edit your items freely if you want to add flavor text or fix something that I totally am missing, or if I just been lazy and haven't done it and you want to venture yourself, you may try to now because it has been enabled, and you guys should be able to pull any tokens you own onto the canvas at any time.
Is
So
there no light in this room? I'm seeing all gray.
give it a second to load. That means you haven't loaded your canvas yet.
Gotcha.
I mean, you're going to get a whole ton of errors for all the items that don't exist because I still haven't imported them from the legacy team. But that's going to be everyone, so it's okay. None of those will affect the game. So go ahead and see if that works now. I was leveling up your guys' characters. Actually, there's a chance you guys might be able to do this now yourselves. If you wanted to dare try, what you would do is you would go into that same meeple icon, go to the players folder, and click on your character. I will wait for anyone who dares try. And Phineas, I don't know if he's actually in. He's not here. He's just muted in the chat. He's not even
I
in
have
here.
tried.
Got it. Anyone who has their character sheet open in the top left-hand side, you should see a little gear icon. If you click on it, it should make your sheet editable. Is that true?
Yeah.
With that, a D&D Beyond button appears to the left-hand side of your name. If you click on that, it'll open up the D&D Beyond importer prompt. Here are the things you must know before you click on the very bottom Start Import. The update selection. Say that again.
No, say too late.
Oh, yeah, right. The update selection may or may not be set to what I have it to. I don't know what you guys see exactly, but in the update selection, if everything is checkmarked, that is no. You only do that when you import a brand new character, for many reasons. But if you don't care what you have in Foundry and you prefer to depend purely on D&D Beyond, you may leave all of them checked and just always do it. Keep in mind, if you had a super cool token that I made for you, it'll get wiped every time. If you didn't already, it doesn't matter. But if you are caring to just worry about the things that are new, you would only have HP, XP, hit die, languages, spell slots on the top checked. And then on the bottom, you will have classes, features, currency, and spells. You could actually uncheck currency if you wanted to, as really it doesn't apply to a lot of stuff. So you can actually just keep classes, features, and spells. So at total, you should have 5 on top and 3 on the bottom checked. And the left-hand side on the update configs, there should only be 4 check marks. If you have more than 4, then there's a bigger problem. But there should only be 4, and it should be the first one, the third, the fourth, and the 6th one. But you shouldn't have to touch any of that. That's it. If that's all set, anytime you level up on D&D Beyond, you just go in here and click Start Import. So Big G, you may try so now. Sigurd, you're already updated, so it won't work for you anyways. It won't do anything. It'll just say it's doing something, but you already
I
have
lost track anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it says error processing character, lack permission to create folder.
Gosh. You can't do
Also,
it yet.
still blind.
That's just your token. Gotcha. That's just because I didn't give it vision. One sec. I'm going to update your guys' permissions again because these are good things to know. I never considered this. So you're going to have to be able to create a new actor because it's most likely going to update it. Delete tokens in case it wants to wipe it. Modify. Nope, not that one. Update new files. Yes. All right. It's going to restart you guys one more time, but this should give you guys the power you need to take care of all of your own things in and out of session if the server's open.
I don't know how to delete old Sigurd.
I do that. Don't worry.
Gotcha.
You can't delete stuff. I made sure that you can't accidentally delete things. So you don't want him anymore? Too late. He's done. All right.
The time of new Sigurd is now.
Give it another try, Big G, and let me know if that does not.
Holy crap, Big G, you have like
Problem.
1 health.
Oh yeah, that's that's where we left off. It's still the same error. Lack
Did
permission.
you refresh at all or no?
Yeah, refresh everything.
Whatever, I'll just do it. I don't know why. That's odd. Because the other
Oh.
teams can update their own characters, and I forget what I have to do. It's okay. I got you. So that means I'm gonna have to do Reno's too. One sec, and then looks like Phineas is in. Oh no, that's Big G who just reloaded. Phineas is in. He's just muted now, so maybe his mic doesn't work. He hasn't chat. I'm not looking at the Discord. Can anyone see if he's talking to us somewhere?
Hello?
Nope.
Hmm.
Hello.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm still getting an error message when I tried to
Yeah,
input
I
my
know.
character.
It's become abundantly clear
Okay.
that my DM guidance has failed yet again.
I'm here.
Oh, there is somebody. Hold on. You need to provide your entire social to make sure that I can identify you.
He lives.
It's alive.
111 111 1111.
That's incorrect due to
Sorry,
the
that
amount of
did not
numbers you
work.
used for a start. But we will address that after. No, it should have. I didn't check. I mean, it worked on my screen. You should. Oh wait, I updated the wrong one. Just
I
kidding.
think Rascal forgot to long rest.
My bad, Reno. I updated. Wait, you're still level 4, Reno, or 5?
I should be level 5 now.
Okay, so
And it should be
then
the
what it
2024.
is saying is cannot read property reading dice string. What is that? You something
Should
as
I give you a
keyword.
new share link or something?
Drop me your link again just in case. It's saying reading dice string. I don't know what that error is. I've never seen that one, so let me see.
Okay,
But
I'll send it to you.
because your other one worked, so for sure it might be the link. So I'll try that in a minute. Phineas, you should be leveled up. Yours worked. Big G, can you verify that your level up worked?
Yeah, everything is correct.
Just DM'd
Yep,
you.
mine's correct.
DM the DM.
What do you say, Phineas?
Yeah.
Mine's correct as well.
Oh, perfect. Feeling okay, good sir? Oh yeah, so a totally different link. That would explain a lot. Odd. I wonder how I had a different link. Did you update it or copy it or something?
I just regenerated a shared link. That's probably why.
Gotcha. Ooh, no, that's still not working, and it's public, right? Wait, like a
Yeah,
shared
it should
link,
be.
or let me see. Let me open it on.
Oh, am I accessing the wrong thing?
No, hold on. Let me see. No, it's working.
Manage.
There's always someone who breaks something. Let me see. Let me uncheck everything and just do one thing at a time and see what it is that's actually causing it. Spell slot should be the most
Yeah.
important thing for you.
The public
Hmm.
character.
You know what I'm gonna do next? I'm gonna make a whole new character for you, just like I did with Sigurd. That worked last time.
Oh man, sorry about that.
No, you're fine. It's easy if it works, because then it just imports a fresh you or new you machine. No, there's something wrong with it. Reading dice string error.
What?
I don't know. That's the error that it's giving me. Importer reading dice string.
But the link
error.
works for you, right? You can.
Yeah,
you
that
can see my
works. Yeah,
character?
that works.
Okay, it's weird.
Ah, it's something you're interesting. Hmm. I don't know how I could have downloaded everyone else's but yours. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna refresh it real quick on my end. But it's saying that it's the dice communication is incorrect for your character sheet, but that would mean that your D&D Beyond sheet is broken. But if it's working, then it should be. It's like saying like the D20 math might be different compared to like how our math is actually.
So DM
Yeah,
is saying
that's
it's all your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Pretty
that's
much.
exactly what he's saying. No other options, guys. I'm out. See you guys later. Just kidding.
Ooh.
Level 5. Non-applicable.
I've been kicked out.
Yeah. What I would do is I would revert your level up and go through it again. Something is wrong, or see if you have any custom items on your D&D Beyond character sheet, or we'll look at it later. So play off your D&D Beyond
Oh,
in any sense right now, but it's the error is that something on your character sheet mathematically is incorrect.
let
Like
me
it's a
delete
dice.
this custom tome of stilled tongues, maybe.
Sure. Try that real quick and I'll import it again.
All
Did
right,
you
Why
put
is it
any
just
dice
delete
to
it.
it?
No, I don't think
Mhm.
so.
Okay.
Unless my HP is calculated incorrectly. I don't know.
No, because that wouldn't that's auto usually. That doesn't involve you. What was that, Big G?
Oh no, I'm just saying why is the tome custom?
Because it on D&D
Oh,
Beyond
because I
doesn't
couldn't
exist.
find it.
Yeah, it's on my side. Okay. Well, yeah, nope, it's not working for some reason, but we'll tackle that error later. So you can
Okay.
use the sheet on D&D Beyond as long as it works for you, and then or you could just
Okay.
adjust the roll on Foundry, then whichever you prefer. I apologize for that. Meanwhile,
No worries.
in this wonderful room of location and setting, you all see yourselves surrounded by oohs and ahs and opportunities, wazoos galore. Reno, you rolled a 94 heading over to the Jewels of all things. What were the rest of you guys doing beyond following him? I know Sigurd mentioned he was picking up some snakes. He also found a blanket, even if that was a practice roll. And the rest of you guys are doing what?
Cricket. Big Jew just follow Sigurd, and he will also pick up the snake that he threw. Oh no, I think the big snake ate all of them. So he
Okay.
is just gonna pick up more snakes for snack later.
All right. You pick up a few snacks, you grab whatever you can on scraps, and you probably would see that as Sigurd kind of collects what he can. Phineas, Phineas, what would you be doing along the group?
What would I be doing during what's that?
Like Reno's running ahead to the now no longer sealed area, and the rest, you see a few people, gathering snakes or provisions, what have you. But is there anything you would do in the temple other than go to the new opening before you?
Wood down there?
It's just a massive. It was so. I guess.
No, no.
Go ahead.
Who went down there?
Oh, Reno he didn't go down the thing. He just walked up toward the what was an originally blocked treasure room, I guess one could say.
There is still a wall
Okay.
there.
Oh,
I
that's good.
will go to the library and I'll be looking for books on automaton and any kind of schematics or magic that allows one to concentrate on two different spells at the same time, if only for a little bit.
Okay, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Alrighty.
Meanwhile, Reno, you walk into this roomish, very kind of opened area. The wall should be removed for you guys now. As you see what is a sacrificial table, a seating area for a reception, a whole cachet hall that looks to be locked and barred behind multiple doors that you can see through, and traps already triggered. 2 entry points to the east and the west, and then a massive, coiled, motionless beam in a hall to the upper west side, northwest side. Immediately, you feel this odd sense in the air, as if there is this parcel tongue flying into the air, lingering in the air. Sorry, hold on, let me fix your thing again. You don't understand exactly what it says, but what you do see, what you do grasp, is that there's some kind of lingering, tainted entity that is either somewhere in the room, or a floating soul, or connected to an item. Your natural sorceress insight is saying that something here is yearning for you. How would you go about locating it?
Let's see here. Do I get the sense that it's magical in nature,
Yeah, absolutely.
by any chance?
Absolutely, it is.
Okay. I guess I would just close my eyes and just try to like focus my senses onto just trying to understand the weave and just follow it wherever it leads me.
Okay.
As much as possible.
As you hone into the arcana, you kind of walk around, and you realize that there's all kinds of great weapons and arithmetic like tools that would allow you to go about handling all sorts of internal mechanisms of this temple. You imagine there's much more to it, but as you look around and you follow toward that of where Sigurd stands before this huge, beautiful looking seating area, there lies a staff. Not exactly what is in the seat, but behind it, tucked away, almost hidden underneath what would be like a robe or throw-over fleece that is dangling along the chair itself. And the moment you see it, it's like, I guess you decide. As you see it, you get pulled to it. So the map, you'd find it. Let me put a little doodle there, like right back here. As
Okay.
it kind of yearns to you, and you hear just like this. You get the sense that it's a very powerful pull from within it, but you can either stare at it, touch it, use something else to grab it, arcana check it, etc. Just kind of tell me how you want to approach it, if at all.
Okay. So, what if it seems like I'm the only one that hears it? I'll kind of tap Sigurd, or is that Big G?
Sigurd.
Who's next to me? Sigurd.
That's me.
Yeah. So I'll kind of tap Sigurd on the shoulder or on the legs, and actually, no, I'm taller. I'll tap him on the shoulder and say, "In just a moment, I hear something. If I seem out of sorts or anything, please pull me back."
Can
And
Sigurd
whatnot.
not
And I'll
hear
kind of
that?
walk her.
No, you cannot hear the whispers.
Okay.
As you stare
And I'll
further
kind
out
of
of
walk
it.
around the table.
Okay.
Go for it.
As you come around, you see what looks to be carved out of jade and obsidian, with emeralds glinting through the snake's eyes. 3 intertwined snakes wrapped up into this beautifully articulately made staff.
I will do our arcana or a check to see, or arcana check to see if it's gonna hurt me or if it's evil,
Okay.
where it would try to suck me into some mysterious space. Not that it's ever happened before.
You got it.
Before I go ahead
Go
and
ahead,
try
do
to
an
touch
arcana.
it. Let's see
Okay.
here. I don't think my stats have changed, so I think it's just fine to roll this. Not bad, not bad.
He disappears, guys. He knew it was coming. He just knew it. No.
So another
he's
broken
you-
bag of holding.
So you're just looking at it, right? You're not physically touching it at this time.
If I don't feel like it's nature is evil or dangerous by any means,
Let me
then
see
I
if it
will
would
go
be
ahead and grab it.
considered evil. Hold on. Let me see if it's considered evil in any way.
Considering that he warned me, can Sigurd check if there's anything evil nearby with his senses?
Sure.
What would I roll?
Then wouldn't you just naturally be able to do detect good and evil, or do you mean like you're just trying to insight it kind of thing? Sorry.
I don't have that spell, so yeah, probably
Gotcha.
insight.
Okay, go ahead and roll an insight.
Oof.
Beyond the visual creation of it, and just the gutturling feeling that it could be depicted in a distasteful tone, one could think that it might be evil, but neither of you get the sense that there is actually any terrifying nature of concern.
Okay. So then go up to the staff and I'll say I hear you, and I pick up the staff and kind of just raise it up a little bit into the light.
Okay, you got it. As you touch the staff, you immediately get this kind of you just feel, you hear that the hissing just kind of exasperating and acceptance, like being taken. While it's being held, the staff seems to writhe faintly, giving the sense of feel. It's almost as if you feel the serpents moving and the scales brushing across you, though as you stare at it, it's still. As Sigurd and anyone else looks at it, it's still, but while it's in your hand, it feels alive. And you hear the whispers of very ancient power. At first, you hear a repeated chant. Suthris, 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 Suthris. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check to see if you can really push out what it's saying.
Oh, come on. We're back to normal here.
You hear a lot of that. You know there's more, but for some reason you just can't say more of it. Like there's way more. There's like probably a TH in there somewhere because of the way it's this, but this is what you spew out if you were to share it with Sigurd or not. And then you see this depiction of a very, very unique looking Yuan-Ti and braided with this very adorned outfit, as they seem to be sorceress or magically inclined in nature. And they stand before an avatar of snakes that's just like a multitude of Medusas, kind of like floating beholders with snake hair going on. Very terrifying looking stuff. And as they hold the staff, they seem to be giving commands and control as if they were pharaohish in nature at this scene. And then they whisper into the staff. And they turn around, and when they do, from the glint of one of the jade marble-like eyes, you see the reflection of a non-Yuan-Ti, but yet a human. In your hand, as you hold onto the staff and take in this random historical imbuement, Sigurd sees that you begin to get odd scales protruding from your arm in which is holding the staff. Not in any harmful manner, but slowly he would see that your skin is changing to a very drier, scalish-like tone, as if it was adapting to that of what it's holding itself.
Reno, the staff is affecting you. Your arm.
And I'll look back and say, all I hear is tuh, tuh, not able to pronounce that. I'll just be like, that's what they're saying to me. I see an image of a woman, you said, or a sorceress, amongst a mass of other snake folks.
So I have put in your inventory an unidentified weapon at this time.
Does it only go up to my arm or forearm, or does it continue to go up my arm at all?
It stops
The
kind of like,
scales, that is.
yeah, I would say it stops at your weenus.
Is it permanent?
Am I
Or
what?
only
Sorry?
when he's holding it?
I heard something weird.
Your weenus, that's what that part of your body is called.
Elbow.
Your elbow.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 1990s kid thought something else.
I know. The word exists, and I just like to throw it out there to see who catches it. So, nonetheless,
Cool. I'll
yeah, you have that. Quick question: can you open it in your own inventory and tell me if you could see the unidentified description
okay, 1 second.
or what it shows you?
Yes, I can see it says unidentified, and then it shows me the same prompts on the right side. Yeah, I see its properties, but I guess should I not see that yet?
Got it. Okay. Yeah, you shouldn't. It's okay. When it's basically as long as it
Oh.
says unidentified weapon. Wait, did it disappear?
Yeah, it just disappeared if you toggled something.
Okay, I did. So now you can't see unidentified. Correct?
I can see its properties still. But
No,
yep, now I can't see it. Now I can't.
interesting. So it's doing the opposite. Totally fine. Cool. So you only see the description then now.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, oddly, you know the name
I
of
did
it.
not take a screenshot of its abilities at all. Just kidding.
That's fine. So yeah, this is all you would know at the time. I guess we'll go with that for now.
Okay.
Sigurd
Sounds
is
good.
going to get a little distracted and look over at what looks like a pretty large pot of gold and take some of it.
You take some of it and you feel leprechaunish in nature. Otherwise, nothing else happens. You stick it in your bag and you giddily hope that it's more than the last time you stole.
It's payment for all the work we did, of course.
Naturally. Otherwise, you can roll a D100 to see how much you've acquired. You'd be surprised on how little money might look when you put your hand into a pot. 43 gold.
All right.
Sigurd, are you sure we should be taking that?
Not really, but I mean, what else are we to take? We did a lot of work here, and they didn't seem to give us anything.
Okay.
We're due
He's
something.
holding on to his own.
Also take some.
You're stealing the gold as I'm holding on to this staff.
Yeah, strap it to your back.
Big G, how do you
I'll
feel
just-
about this odd interaction?
What odd interaction of?
I guess I don't know. I know. What's your perspective? Is my question.
Oh, I mean, I think we already established that Big G just view everything Sigurd does as like, the best, just glamorous. Everything he does is right.
But do you interact with it in any way?
Oh no, you just think that whatever he said is correct. So yeah, we should take money. So you also
He takes the whole pot.
That's what I'm asking. Okay.
okay. I mean, he's just gonna wait. What? Sorry, what does it
Oh,
look like?
what look? Oh, I mean, there's plenty of places with gold. Like, there's a shit ton of
There's
money in
gold
this room.
everywhere in this room. I can see it. It's
Yeah, there's
like
a full
here,
like Prince Treasure Room vibe.
here.
Okay, so is it like in
Like an urn. Well, the ones in the main room are all like massive urns that are probably, if they were full, now you don't know how full, like a ramen cup, how really the bottom is. But if they were full, Big G could easily pick them up. But Sigurd, maybe.
Okay,
Now, the one side next to the table, next to the chair, sorry, where the serpent was found, next to Reno, that's probably double the weight compared to these other urns. But again, that's talking about the density of it. What you can actually carry on your persons is different.
Okay. Well, Big G's gonna look at Sigurd and says, are we taking everything?
Maybe just what you feel your time was worth. We don't have to take everything. That feels unfair.
Well, Big G's time is always well spent with Sigurd.
Might as well take a handful anyway.
Okay, he's gonna reach out
Big
both
G,
of
can
his
you grab me
hands.
some too?
He's gonna reach out both of his hand and then just grab 2 handful of it.
Got it. As you grab 2 handfuls of it. Phineas, in the library, you do an Arcana check.
I rolled a 23.
Your
It's up
23, sir.
probably a little
Got it.
bit.
No worries. You're good. Your 23, sir, has gained you access to the exact automaton mon chom dom in which you were looking for. It is called DOM with massive, massive letters imprinted on it. Up, down, left, right, like a crossword, but just the word DOM with a period that is just subtly sorry, God, I got distracted when I saw Sigurd's thing. Noticeable based off of the cover. It does not have the, prefixing it, but it does have just D period O period M. As you look at it, Phineas, what would you say? Let's say that this just spoke to you. What would you say it's speaking?
As in,
Your own opinion.
what's the...
Power play opportunity.
Ooh. Give me like 30 seconds, I think.
I'll revisit you in 30 seconds. Meanwhile, the three of you present in the room, hanging about, doing the hokey pokey, and dancing about with the gold coins. Go ahead and all three of you roll D100s to see what your next surplus of intake is. Reno has been fucking nuts on these D100s. What is going on here? Very nice.
It's very unusual.
97, 65, and 20. That's going to be off the top of my head 85, 167, what, 172-ish? If anyone wants to check that.
Did I add it
think,
to my inventory?
well, if you, yeah, I mean, you can just add it to your inventory, I guess. You guys can each add your individual amounts if you wish. Yes. But as a total for the GM to understand, you guys have acquired 172 extra wealth in gold.
I think it's 182.
You know what? It's 172
158.
because that doesn't make sense. How could it be 182 if
No,
it's always
you know
8?
what? Nope,
No, I'm
72.
right.
72.
Yeah, because it's 80 and 9.
You're right.
That
You're
doesn't make
right.
sense.
Yep.
Trying to get some
He's
interest.
trying to scam you.
I know.
10 extra gold for me. Just kidding.
Yeah, this is why I'm
So
the
we-
lead banking specialist, okay? All right.
Give him a little off the top.
Caught me red-handed.
Embezzlement.
With that, you guys have acquired some money. You also got an awesome rad looking staff that gives you like this weird hand jive kind of massage if you're into that kind of thing. There are 2 undiscovered rooms and 2 exits you can choose to use. Otherwise, what are you guys doing while you think about that? Phineas. DOM. I'm not telling you to name the book. I'm telling you what it's going to give you.
Probably information on how to build an automaton that is built for defending. Like, it'll take quite a bit of hits before, breaking down it's meant to defend the party and what.
Okay. Well, I just put a big old check mark with 2 arrows together saying you found it. You find the book DOM as you open it up and you throw yourself into it. It says design over mind. Immediately, an entire history of Plethora takes over you. Now, I'm going to give you the opportunity. Do you want this information to be meta to the team, but not available to them at any time? Or would you like to be private at this time and for you to expose it later?
I think let's make this private.
Say that again?
I said let's make this private.
You got it. Let's go to the quiet chat.
That's weird. I think we're all also going to the private chat too.
We're rich.
Wow, we're all going to.
Oh my gosh, we're there. Just kidding.
Ooh. But yeah, I mean, I guess we could. This is Sam speaking.
This room,
We
I
could.
mean, each of us should open a chest.
We
Yes.
gotta tell Big G what to do, because he's not gonna just do things. He's
Big
kind of.
G, you gotta open this chest,
Oh.
or at least one of them. How about that one on the left?
Okay. He's gonna go punch it. Well, okay, he's gonna open it. Let's not punch things.
Is
Yeah.
this a chest?
I'll be like,
right
hey,
here?
yeah, I think so.
It's weird looking.
Are we okay? Safe that? Are we sure that there's no traps?
No one said to
Guess we could check for them.
Hee-hee.
How do you check for trap? What do you roll? Perception.
You just investigation usually,
Okay.
but you usually tell the DM that you want to check for traps.
I'll tell him afterwards.
Oh,
Ooh,
roll and then
maybe you guys should roll
That
too,
was just
in
for
case.
investigating someone else, right? That wasn't for the chest.
I was just looking at the
That
floor,
was, like-
investigating the tiles.
yeah, that was investigating the investigation check.
Yeah,
I was
yeah, yeah.
investigating
That's
whether
exactly
I should
what
use
it was.
investigation.
Obviously.
Yep. I agree.
But yeah, when he comes back, we should all just tell him we want to check.
Yeah. Definitely.
We're all investigating a chest to make sure that it's not trapped.
A different chest, each
It
person.
bites you. Okay.
Oh God!
No, we got one. I need 2 more investigation checks.
No, my investigation was
testing.
just looking at the floor. I swear.
Gotcha. Phineas, can you hear me here?
Yes, I can hear you. I could hear you in the other
Yeah,
one.
that's right.
It was pushed to talk, and I couldn't talk for some.
Oh, weird. That should not be the case. Okay, let me fix that real quick, and then we will retry.
We'll just get rid of that old one.
No. I see the 17 and the 20, and then the 5. Ooh, rough.
Nice.
1 sec. Let me fix this.
It matches.
Big G just punching the chest regardless.
I know, but like, ooh, it doesn't have traps. Traps? Not
It's
with
like
Big
I'm the
G.
trap. Bam.
I know.
cares?
Oh, they're trapped with me.
All right. So while you guys do that, Big G, you punch so hard, and the chest opens. Inside, I need you to roll me a D100. I'm gonna jump back into that quiet chat. Phineas, let's try one more time real quick.
Ooh, good roll.
I know. Higher roll.
Hope we get some stuff for this. There's like 6 chests in here? Yeah. No, 7.
I mean, yeah, we haven't looted anything the whole time that we play.
We basically haven't gotten any rewards.
I mean,
Just
we
the
leveled
book.
up, you know. Oh yeah, and those are not even like the rewards that we get from the game, because that was because DM messed up somehow, and then we got like a additional thing.
Oh. This one's broken.
What is broken?
Like, you see this one, like, the top is ripped off compared to this one. They're the same chest, but this one's, like, already open.
Oh yeah, it's already looted.
Interesting.
Well, who knows? It could just be a graphic thing because I think he uses. I don't know if he generates them on his own or if he uses stock.
Too bad Rascal's not here. I bet he'd like to take pretty much everything in this room.
Yeah, I know.
Like this gold plate. I bet it's worth a lot.
I bet you he couldn't carry it. Just kidding.
That chair is
Ooh.
huge.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't. I kind of want to go to the Spire because I feel like the DM's gonna drop the ability to make our own building because that's what he did in our previous campaign.
Ooh, sick.
And then you can also gain NPCs too that way. Because I
We're
think
gonna
we
build our
finally
own
need to settle
dorm.
down. Unless right now we're kind of like nomads. So I feel like if we do the Yuan-Ti thing, we'll never come back to the Spire thing
We're living
At
on
least
student
for-
aid at the moment.
for a year or something.
Yeah, maybe we should just go back to the spire and check on the Yantees later. They probably just want to give us something, right?
I mean, how bad could it be? They already have one of them already ascended, so I mean, should be all powerful against the
he's like a
monarch.
god.
Or they?
Yeah, I mean, the whole point of us coming in here is because we're in the Spire trial.
Yeah.
We
Oh.
probably should stick to that and go back, right?
I mean, and I'll be honest, I don't really care about the Yanti.
We could keep the Yanti in the wings and go back to that at some time unless they all get wiped out. And if they do, that wasn't our fault. It was the spiders.
Yeah.
We didn't know anything about that.
I think if anybody who's interested in the spiders, it would. Who has the spiders as a backstory? That's you, Big G, and I think also Phineas for like parts.
Yeah, I think so. Because Big J has fought them before. He doesn't really know what they are. He just had fought them before. And he's seen the destruction of the spiders and he fought them before. But that's
Okay. Do you have any affinity to kind of playing out that story or no?
to like
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
understand the spiders.
Yeah.
That's a no.
That's a no, yeah, 100%. He does not care. He's like, oh, they're just spiders, cute. Nick.
Bugs.
Big G, you punch this chest so hard, even if it was a mimic, you would only hear it choke. As you yank your arm out, you have what looks to be a very solid stone, but smooth, non-coarse, non-porous, and no shine. Dull, but not roughed, not sanded, just natural. It's probably almost as big as your entire hand. From a distance or from another's purview, not realizing the actual density and size, one could think it'd be an egg or a very tough shell or dinosauric-like egg fossil of, understanding like nature. But it's very smooth, very simple, non-polished, dulled, almost as if it was too natural.
Okay. Well, does it look like a gem, maybe, or
From the outside, it looks like a beautifully dulled, non-polished egg rock stone, oval in shape, non-patterned, not hollow in any way, at least based off the density, and there doesn't seem to be any fluid-like buoyness within.
Okay. He's gonna look at Reno. How big is the stone compared to
As
Reno?
big as it's for Big G's hand. So imagine your hand. It probably
Yeah.
go up. It'll probably hit the first two segments of your fingers, leaving the tips of your fingers over the stone itself in the sense of a horizon of height. But it would easily fit in your palm.
Oh, okay. Huh. So it's like a baseball for Big G, but it's like as big as
It'd be like a rugby ball.
Size of Reno's
say.
head.
It'd be like a rugby ball if you're familiar with that.
Okay. In terms
Because
of
I imagine you're kind of big,
yeah, like
shape and
that.
everything. Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Let's do a rugby ball for Big G. That's big.
Okay, a miniature rugby ball. Something of that sense and shape.
Okay.
But maybe smaller. But it fits in your palm. So we'll say a big like a Big G softball league softball, but with a football shape ish. Like an oval stone. Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna kind of compare it to Reno's like head. Kind of like place it next to him and just said, I think Big G thinks it's a skull.
I'll kind of take a look closer into it and be like, maybe, could be. Do you want to keep it?
Big G wants to smash it.
Sigurd, he wants to smash this. Do you, I'm gonna let you handle this one.
Looks like a rock. Sigurd's gonna try and look at it a bit closer and inspect it.
Give me a nature check.
The rock.
That was almost so good.
I know.
It's pretty rockish in nature.
I mean, I guess you could smash it. Kind of looks like a rock. Maybe something's inside. Maybe a gem.
Okay.
I guess
well,
I'll try to like put my hand on it and just kind of give it a few rubs just to see if I feel anything magical coming from this thing.
Very oddly, dullishly smooth. Like it feels like it should friction or it should finely sandpaper you. Like it's just not shiny enough to want to touch it right, but it's smooth enough that it just feels wrong to hold. Like it should be ashy. It should have some kind of texture, as if you had thrown flour on something and picked it up and forgot what it was supposed to feel like originally. If that's the best descriptor I can come up with, I guess.
Feels feels unexpected. Maybe it's a shelf or something. You know what? Maybe go ahead and smash it.
Okay. Big G's gonna kind of walk to the edge of this little room. And what's in the middle, like with two snakes on it? Like, is this like a
There's a couple daggers, ceremonial to cut through and slice them open because snakes are long. So imagine slitting down a big thick piece of rope and letting the guts pop out.
okay?
Wait,
Are these
Big G, go outside. Don't do it in here.
Yeah, he's gonna walk. Okay. That's where he is,
As he
and
leaves,
he's
I'm gonna
gonna.
quickly just start looting again.
Phineas, would you stay in the library or would you head to join the party?
I would, at this point, look for any books on ancient or any like forbidden magic.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation for that one. Big G, you're
Yes.
in the hall.
Yeah. So he's gonna aim at the opposite wall, across that whole ritualistic table, or
Gotcha.
so like around here.
Yeah. Okay. And you smash it?
He's gonna toss complete like a football toss, and then
Okay.
across the whole.
You football toss it. Give me some strength behind it. Use an athletics, I guess, if you want to.
Sure.
Oh, my headphones are connected to your phone.
We hear you, sir. Hello, Ruskell. Very nice. Big G, as you chuck it, and it hits the couple urns, vases, and the wall. It gets buried within the immediate debris that you create. Do you continue to watch to see if anything happens, or do you see it get buried and say, eh?
Oh, yeah, he's gonna kind of see if nothing happened. He was gonna walk up to it and.
Got it. Okay, how much time before you reactively move toward it?
Okay, so he saw that kind of bounce into the.
No,
the-
like you totally shattered, like you broke like 3 vases and hit some of the gold, and it spilled out and ended up burying it within the broken debris and gold. So it's down there somewhere, but it's not immediately in view.
But the actual stone itself did not scat or.
You wouldn't know because of the damage you caused in that entire cluster. Is what I'm trying to I'm basically saying. As it got thrown in, it just got lost in the
It
immediacy.
didn't have
of
it didn't create any shockwave or anything just from the impact.
Didn't grenade, no.
Okay. Then he's just gonna walk up to it,
Got it.
after he waited for a good 30
So,
seconds.
You got it.
what's the
Rascal.
GIF? What's going on? Since I'm an hour late, sorry.
Looting.
I will allow Reno to give you a catch up real quick while I go grab a beer real fast.
Okay.
We just defeated. You weren't here last week, so we just defeated the We helped the Yanti ascend. We defeated some spiders who may or may not have been the real the real boss, or not. And then we also are now looting the room up above on the north side because it was blocked off by a magical wall before. Oh yeah, we helped the snake god ascend, so yay for us. But they said the spiders were going to continue to attack them, so they went home and they asked for us, or they extended the desire for help towards us, which, depending on who you talk to, care for that or not. And then
He
we
might
are
be out.
looting the north side. Huh? Go for it.
No, go ahead. I'm talking to somebody else. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So now we're just looting the north side. I found a staff. People grabbed some gold. We're opening up some of the chests to the top right, and Big G is throwing around a big smooth rock that he found in a treasure chest. I actually don't know what's going on right now.
There is lots of gold and stuff to grab here. I assume you will be instantly interested in this room.
Yeah, I think we should grab as much gold as possible, because if we go to the Spire and if we ever get a place, then we can use that gold to invest in a place. I don't know.
Okay, so this pot,
Do
all
we
this
have
stuff needs to be like shoveled into our bags.
do we have a bag of
If only we
holding?
had a bag of. No one's got a bag of holding. Maybe there's a
Oh.
bag of holding here.
Wait,
So
can
I'll be up there
Phineas
with you guys.
store gold in the rope trick?
So, just so you guys
Probably
are
not.
aware, we need to get to the village because spiders are about to attack the Lanti.
Most of us so far have kind of decided that maybe we'll just return to the Spire and go help them someday if we feel like it.
We need to help them so we can complete the circles, so we can get into the spire for
No, we completed the goal. That I'm pretty sure that's
I was there
extra.
for that.
Yeah, the goal is to just help the lady, and I think this is just an extension.
Trust me, I really think we should help them.
Can you convince us with other ideas?
How about if we get any money for this, you can have my share.
Oh, I meant
Or
like
Oh.
story wise,
why should we help the snakes over go to the Spire? Because the Spire feels pretty important, and like we might expand upon the campaign a lot.
yeah, I was gonna say how about we go help them, because there might be a chance of them becoming even a better alliance with us and being able to help us down the road if needed.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We should make friends.
Yeah,
We've only
like helping
killed
them to
people.
secure us a alliance.
Not to mention, we told them we would, and we haven't made any friends thus far. We've just killed a bunch of people.
To be fair, we did kind of help them already.
Yeah, but helping them even more could even better our chances of them liking us more, maybe giving us like a better pay or good items, or even us having a higher chance of them coming and help us if we're having a bad situation,
True, but to be fair, again, there are a lot of things here to loot already.
That's very true too.
Like a lot.
I think we're already on good terms with them. I don't know how much you guys really want to. I don't know. I don't care for the Yontis. I'll just be frank.
My personal vote is return to the Spire.
You guys may vote on another team.
But
How-
it's
I definitely want to go and help them on too. And I'm willing to, like I said, forfeit any gold that we get.
This might solve the problem. How big is the Yanti village, and how well of like
What?
fighting could they be good at?
We've never been there, so no clue.
Well,
we helped the dude
hey.
ascend, and then he said, "Come find us at our village."
I'm just saying we helped him ascend, and he was ascending to become a god. So if we help him, that's like huge.
Were you saying huge, or was there a lost thought? Was that a Big G?
Oh no, I wasn't sure if it was me that got cut off.
No,
You sounded like a
he
Baymax
fell
shut
off.
off.
Oh yeah. I was like, wait, is it me? Is there
Phineas,
something?
testing 1 2. You there, Phineas?
DM, I have a question. When you said
Yes.
the Yantis were going to get attacked, did he say that they were going to be attacked immediately? Like it was a immediate threat?
Not in a necessary context, no. To help, I guess, add clarity to just hopefully give you guys a more pat these decisions. The Spire would be the better alternative. Now, they're not wrong. The two that have discussed the favor of the Yonti, because the Yonti in favor would provide potential benefits, but doing that, it wouldn't like super pass time. We would just accelerate a timeline, or you'd arrive and they'd be like, nothing's happening at this time. I don't know. Really, it really depends on how you guys approach it. One conversation can change the or you guys might step on a butterfly, and who knows what may happen. So there is benefit to both ends. They both could be resolved. It's dependent on how you handle it, I guess, and what the focus is during said times. As I wouldn't go out of my way to waste your time, but there's always a benefit to aiding, as stated, an ascended Yonti god that just happened. I mean, the dude was like, yeah, I got some guys to save my ass, but he's not exactly caring to remember or speak to you guys later, unless you guys would approach and remind him if he wasn't on a power hype later down the line, right? As any arrogant asshole would be with power. We don't know that that's going to happen, but things like that could occur in the living world, like as scenario. So for context, both are viable. The goal at hand, you guys have completed. So you could return to the Spire with the full completion of the task that was intended.
I have a suggestion. Can we return to the Spire, perhaps just complete our entry into the Spire, and then once we're accepted, perhaps go help the Yanti then?
Or hear me out real quick. What is the distances from where we're at right now? The distance from us to the Yanti village, and the distance from us to the Spire.
Absolutely.
Like, what is closer?
You were teleported closer here.
Oh, are we near the Yanti village right now, or Yanti area?
I mean, you are in a Yanti temple. I mean, no offense. I'm gonna put it that way.
I don't know.
I
Is that-
assume
is
that
that-
No,
close,
you really wouldn't know. No
Far
one's been
away.
here ever before.
but
It
the
could be
Spire
a mile,
will teleport.
5 miles. Yes, but
Is
the
that
Spire
Yanti chick
teleport you
still
guys.
with us?
No.
That Yanti lady?
Nah, she gone.
Oh. Damn
Wait,
it.
then
Okay.
How are we even gonna get back?
Golly, I sure didn't think about that myself.
Only we exited
You guys
the
are all
building.
worried about the gold and stuff, and everyone's like, "Huh? I wonder how we're gonna get home with all this gold."
Forgot
I
what
know,
the
wait,
invisible
hold on.
mage's name was. Maybe he'll just come help us.
If you can
Oh,
remember the
hold on.
name. History check.
Phineas.
Go ahead.
I'm just kidding.
It reminded me.
Friend.
Oh yeah,
Phineas is
Phineas,
here.
you there? Unmute if you were there. Oh, he's there. He's
Amerigo
unmuted.
appears to
Yeah.
take revenge.
Okay. Ask your question of your door or your rope trick.
My rope trick? What about it?
Yeah, if you can store gold and items up there.
Yeah, that was me. I asked that.
Oh, Sigurd, my bad.
Yeah,
knew
you said,
somebody asked
can you
it.
like hoard gold in there and then we open it somewhere else and then take the gold out, kind of like a bag of holding?
Nah, it's not really how magic works.
Crap.
Damn it.
We would be so rich.
I know, right?
Like giga rich.
Giga rich. Giga Chad rich.
Hmm.
Let's figure out how we're going to get back first before we decide on places.
While they're talking, I want to open this green chest.
Oh, am I even there? Because I don't even remember if I was with anyone or if I was even there the last game.
You were here.
Okay.
I remember actually you were here last time.
Yeah, you're like right
Yeah, you
here
were
in the
here.
center of the room.
Okay. I'll be doing some looting too, I guess. I didn't know we were looting a room.
You gotta head north and then to the right.
Is there any other rooms that have not been looted or looked through?
There
Top-
is
top
one
left.
to the
This
left,
is
but
yeah. There's top left with the death of a massive snake.
there's
no
like
one's been
maybe a
mentioning.
threat there. There's like a ton of blood.
What did the room look like again? Sorry.
Oh, are you not on Foundry?
No, I don't have my computer.
I see.
So hold on,
So-
let's someone just posted in the Discord real quick if you guys can. Quick screenshot.
One second.
God damn it.
It's a bit slow, sorry.
No, you're fine. My phone was shutting off and shit.
So right
Oh.
now we're on the top right. There's
Okay.
a big dead snake carcass on the top left, which we haven't really explored yet.
Well, okay.
We're
I'll go ahead and
waiting.
I'll explore that. I'll stealth through there just to be careful because I have really good night vision.
Okay, you got it. Give
I'll
me a
roll
stealth check.
stealth. Yeah. Rascal. Loads. Skills.
Phineas,
Stealth.
you find a book that snips at your hand and gives you 3 paper cuts. As they do, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand to see whether or not you avoid damage.
24.
All right, give me one second.
Give me 1 second. Rascal, you sneak inside where the large serpents seems to have lied. There's no breath coming from within the chamber. In fact, the blood is pulled so thick and murky that it seems as if it's been sitting here for some time uncared for. Off in the distance, you hear an echo of Phineas exclamating as he takes 17 points of finger cut damage.
Oh gosh.
That's a lot. Holy shit.
I literally just cut my hand the other day too. Feeling.
Give me one second.
Wait, what is going on? I think I missed something.
Phineas got a big finger cut. Or a
Oh no,
finger
paper cut.
cut on paper cut.
Yep.
Oof. Wait, for 17
Oh.
damage?
Yep.
That paper hated you. Vengeance paper.
Yeah, I felt it.
You dare open me?
I still
Die.
want to open this chest here.
So, you cast Thunderwave.
Yep.
The entire library just bursts out. Papers flying everywhere, notes and scrolls flying off in the distance, and then it flutters down. You hold close to your chest the Dom. But you just say the Dom because the is not previously prefixed there, but it's in your head now. Say that again? Sorry.
I
It's
can't
just
hear
background
Phineas.
sound.
Oh, sorry, that was from the background. Maybe it's token doesn't. Let me just drag it in.
What
no,
did
it's
you
not
say
from you.
about the Don? What did you say about the dock?
Oh, that's what you held on to.
Okay, yes, of course, it's in my sack.
Beautiful.
Or whatever it is that
Yeah,
we
you managed to
use
push all the
together.
other stuff away. You're safe. You disrupted any kind of confusional magic. And with that, back to our dear friend, Rascal. You, sir, step inside this gruesome-like location. Almost sounds as if you can hear the horrendous torture that occurred once before. You hear this pain-stalking kind of in your mind psychotically. And then a heavy, the final thud of what would have been the final moment in which this existed. You see what lies before you, a dead, grand serpent. Something so significant and capable, it would have easily taken you down.
Oh, man. My
Okay.
dad's like,
I'll keep stealthing through that room. I'll follow the wall to my left, since
Okay.
that is not really blocked, and I'll keep following it stealthily and slowly, and just keeping an eye out and trying to get details of this room.
There seems to be something as you go around and look and observe the body and whole. Though the serpent itself is slayed, you see that there is a something along the back of the tail coiled, as if it bounded something and still had it potentially.
Okay. I guess I'll go over there and try to see what's all bound up in its tail or wrapped up in it.
You got it.
Stealthily, as I say.
Give me
Gotta be
a
careful.
sleight of hand.
21.
You easily soft paw and know that the serpent isn't feeling any potential, but as you begin to shift, dang, this thing is heavy. Give me an athletics check if you choose to continue. Big G,
All
give
right.
me a athletics. After your athletics, a D100. Phineas, you cast Pulse.
A 19.
A 19 as you push and push and push. Oh, you get it open just a bit. Some of the scales begin to forcefully rush across your fingernails as you're putting so much pressure into holding it up. It's just like you see inside somebody within. They seem to be frozen in some kind of stasis-like non-glacial ice. And then you drop it because it's very difficult to keep open of the massive weight of the serpent itself coiled. And then you lose vision of what was within. Big G, you managed to pick up another 137 gold and an additional 42 platinum.
Whoa.
Is someone keeping track of any of these? Or
I wish I was that
But
rich. Shit.
you guys don't have my notes.
yeah,
I've just been putting it on my character sheet.
can you record it? Or do you want
You
me
can record
to?
it. If you want to say that, Big G always turns it into you. Like you could, that's fine. If you are technically, what I could do here. Here's what I could do: is I can give you guys access to each other's sheets, and you can add it to his sheet if you want to help manage it.
Do you want
Bam!
me to do these, or do you want me
Now
to?
banker Big G.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
if you were carrying it all, you'd have to carry it because it would weigh
yeah.
Sigurd down with his heavy armor and whatnot.
I will. But so you say 185?
No, 137 gold, 42 platinum.
137 gold.
42 platinum.
Question.
And I had 20 before.
Go on.
Okay.
Are you just adding it to Big G? I mean, cigarettes?
No, I'm adding it to my for now, and we can consolidate it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the question?
So would you count this serpent as a large creature, or is it bigger than large?
Way bigger than large.
Damn it. Okay. Fuck it. I had a smart move, but it's not going to work now.
A tough one. So you would understand that this creature should not be in this state, and even if it was killed or died of old age, this thing was massacred. It was fighting for its life, and whatever it did, it attempted to hold them. You don't know if the person inside is alive, but you could tell that someone is shelled inside something in which this serpent died, attempting to keep within.
Okay. Is there anything else in this room, or is it just the serpent and the body?
Pretty much just that at this time. You can share that with the group if you wish to.
I'm gonna do a quick look around in the room to see if there's anything else out of glance.
Immediate intake.
Before I leave.
There is no weapon present. As you saw the body, you didn't see anything initially, nor did you see someone capable of doing the damage, as it seemed to be a smaller, more sorceress-like individual, though that's just off the top of your mind.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head back with the others and let them know that the big serpent that is in the room is dead. I have not seen anything else in there besides a supposedly frozen body that is wrapped in a coil of the serpent's tail. I could not free it since I am not strong enough to move the serpent, or at least its tail part. But I have a feeling this person that looks like it's frozen, or what's the other word I'm trying to think of?
Stasis?
Yeah, and a stasis could possibly still be alive, and could probably be helpful for us.
I don't know. This is the Yanti's temple, and if they can constrain someone, it must be dangerous to them. And if we just spoke about helping the Yanti, I don't think it's wise to unleash this person.
Well, the serpent seemed like it died by magical causes, because I did not see any weapon-like marks on it, and there was no weapon in the room.
Maybe we should just
Was
loot
the
this
tail
person.
It seemed like the snake or the serpent was trying to. To me, it looked like the serpent was trying to protect this person. But
okay.
if anyone wants, I am willing to go with, obviously. And if you free the body out of the serpent's tail, and we are able to free this person, I can keep a close eye on it. And if it does come alive once it dethaws or comes out of stasis, if it does anything risky, I will be all right with either, I guess, imprisoning it in some kind of way or killing it, since it was my idea to free it.
We could tie it up in some rope.
Yeah, that.
No.
Oh, I do have.
Well, I mean,
how about we free it and stuff, and we get it back to the spire if it is not dethawed or out of stasis at that time. And when we get to the spire, I can cast snare and have it within the snare spell, and once it moves, it gets stuck in the trap.
We could give
I like
him
that
to the
idea.
spire as a gift, a prisoner. Maybe they'll give us
I
extra
mean, if
credit.
they want to take him.
I want to know about this person first before we gift it as a prisoner to anybody.
How do we even get back to the
I agree.
spire?
I
Well,
assume they
let's
just tell
let's finish up here and then we can leave. Potentially, the applicator is waiting outside for us.
You guys remember being teleported by an elephant.
Sigurd is
Yeah.
just going to try and open this green chest again.
You kick it. God dang it. Ting. You see a little gold-like iconish key appear in a holographic manner, and as you reach forward, vroom, 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 vroom. For $100, you can get DLC premium benefits. No, it doesn't seem to budge, as there seems to be a very intricate locking mechanism to it. It is very well made, and it is held tight.
Is the lock magical? Can I detect that, or is it just a normal lock?
How do you intend to detect such things? Do you stare at it like you're looking at a goat, or is there some unique
Investigate it, kind of.
mechanism? How do you investigate it?
I'm going to stare at it and feel its energy as a cleric.
Arcana check. Disadvantage.
Stare hard.
Yeah.
Does none of y'all have detect magic?
I
No.
could, but no, I didn't take it. I have dispel magic. I could try and dispel the lock.
Okay.
I mean, I could if I can swap out my spells.
Nope.
Reno, take a look at this lock real quick.
Reno, I guess it's called to the stage.
I'll watch him stare at it, and I'll kind of wave my hands in front of him just to kind of like distract him. But anyways, yes, I will go up to the chest. Is it? And kind of just kind of feel around the chest and see if there's anything of a magical nature. And close my eyes and kind of really tune my senses towards it, towards the object.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a history check.
History check. I'm not very good at history in real life.
Better at that.
And neither here.
I mean, it's pretty good. 17. What are you looking at?
I don't know. I have a bad memory.
Oh, gotcha. In general, gotcha.
Yeah.
As you look at this unique setting, and as a sorcerer who's been a studier, you remember reading about how the Yuan-Ti would imbue their work with puzzle mechanisms. It was never about depending on magic, because them themselves were a curse. Yuan-Tis were never meant to be man and snake. They were meant to be Yuan-Ti, but instead they only got halfway between the two because they angered their gods. So in such, they refused to use magic to depend on such mechanisms of prevention.
Looks like a puzzle you got there, Sigurd. I'll kind of just pat him on the shoulder and just be like, "Good luck."
Oh, jeez.
And go to my own chest.
Okay, Sigurd will sit down in front of it and try to figure out what kind of puzzle it is.
Let me know if you need any help. But
I'll let
have
you
fun.
know. Be on standby.
I'm all puzzled out. I need a long rest. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So, with that, you sit there. What is the room on a consensus doing in the sense of final goals? There's this awesome jade chest, fully chiseled out of what looks to be a single ore, and Sigurd sitting in front of it. Just damn. The rest of you guys are doing what as you're wrapping up, gathering what you need, and intending with your desire to attempt to leave the area and hope something were to come of it, and or save the individual that is within this serpent scale and do something about it further.
In general, I would like to open up chests. Maybe if while Sigurd's looking at the chest still, I'll sit down and do identify on the new staff. But before I do that, I'll probably tell Big G to say, hey, I think Rascal needs some help. He might need some muscle. Let me know if you need me for anything as I kind of sit down in the middle of the room after doing those three things, or to do those three things.
Well, Big G's still gonna inspect that rock that he threw, and then he might go help Rascal.
Got it. Big G, as you go to investigate your rock and you look at it, you clean around the area and you get the debris removed from where you stood or where it is, and you see what looks to be an odd crack, almost as if something had chipped it. As you get closer, instead you see retraction, and then the chip flawlessly gone.
Wait, on the rock?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well he's gonna be intrigued by now. He's gonna pull out his great sword and smash it.
You pull out your greatsword. Give me an attack.
Oh no. Oh Lord. Do I rage? Nah. That'll be too much. How do I attack? Yeah. Y'all are gonna lose Big G pretty soon. He's gonna attack it recklessly, you know? He's just gonna put up all his focus on it.
Is your greatsword magical?
That's a good question.
Or is it just a basic greatsword?
It's just a basic greatsword.
As you swing down and you hit it immediately, like tempered glass, your greatsword shatters, leaving only the hilt in your hand and a quick thud as your whole body flies forward in a sense, briefly as you catch yourself with a pivot and realize that you now have a hilt.
Holy.
The rock before you has no marking, no stanchion marker, nothing to show that you even, or it was the cause of this incursion. The blade fragments lying around probably lie in counts of 12 to 30 or so pieces, absolutely shattered in every possible brittle, unrefined point in which maybe there was a micro pocket of air. It was revealed.
Big G's gonna look at it, and he's gonna. I mean, he's around this area currently. So he's gonna yell towards the room, towards Sigurd. Be like, Sigurd, my sword broke.
This is not Sigurd, but I'm going to be super disturbed by that sound, and kind of just, I'll kind of come up to Big G and just say, Big G, did that just stone recover damage?
Big G hit the stone with Big G's sword, and the sword broke.
I think you might have like the perfect murder weapon in the future. We should keep this stone, but while I'm identifying this other object that I found, can you carry it over and I can see if I can cast Identify on this thing.
Okay. He's gonna bring the stone next to Reno and Sigurd, and he's gonna go help Rascal doing whatever he's doing.
Gotcha.
I have returned.
And you're gonna see Big G kind of look at the hilt of the sword, and kind of just like toss the hilts, as it has no use.
Can I possibly, while everybody's doing their thing, can I head back into that room? I just had an idea. Go up to the snake's mouth and try to peer inside and see if there's anything inside the snake's mouth or serpent's mouth, I guess.
Nothing of unnatural nature.
Does it have like a pair of giant fangs?
It does.
Okay. I'll wait for someone or everyone to come in that room then.
Nobody entered. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Does anyone go inside?
You guys can take your time. Don't rush.
Meanwhile, okay, so you're pending. Meanwhile, good sir, Reno, you identify your item. Hold on, I'm finding your item so I can fix that for you. Boop, boop. You identify the serpent's coil staff. You may skim that now. Do you identify this rattle rock, or are you just telling him to keep it?
I will identify the rock if it's identifiable. Besides rock.
I mean, you can identify anything.
Yeah, I'll identify it.
You got it.
This is still a rock.
Well, we'll get to that. Well, look over the item that you
okay.
just got.
Ooh, cool.
And,
nice. Thank you.
Have I made any progress on this chest?
You have, actually. You have in such a way that you begin to hear something occur to the chest. It begins to whisper to you. Your patience is heard. Your patience is waned. Your patience will be soon swayed. You understand exactly that in common in your mind in a psychotic-like stance. What do you do with that understanding?
So it said, have patience?
Insight check.
Okay.
And the big G, I'm giving you the unidentified tool, which is the rock.
Oh no, not the rock.
Oh no, I did it wrong again. Hold on. Don't look at it. No, wait, yeah. No, I did it right. Oh, I didn't delete. No? Unidentified. Identified. Yeah.
Unidentified.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah, when I do it, it shows the whole thing. My bad. Perfect. All right. So, while he's doing that, Sigurd, you do an insight check. It is patience. The auntie knew that those needed to be nearby to influence the life of a living stone like jade. There's always been rumors that natural energy comes from those within, and jade was used as a healing stone, similar to that of a masseuse weapon. And I say weapon because it was used to soothe the enemy. As you sit there and focus on it even further, you realize that there's a gleam, a shine, and now a sweat as you see the lock disappear, as it begins to fade like heat itself transferred it away, like the heat of your presence, patience, and general determination until your stomach goes off in hunger. The chest creaks, exposing an opening. Now, sir, for your experience of this, I have a folder inside the items tab. You're learning all kinds of things today. In that items tab, you will see a emerald chest appear. In 3, 2, 1. Now, do you see it?
I do.
Well, fuck it. That's everything you find inside. And for some reason, there's great documentation with all the items. I forgot to hide them all. They're discovered.
He knows.
You got them all. Yeah. It's
drag
very
them into
clear
my
it's a
inventory?
horde. You could do so if you wish to, or you can just have them there and then distribute them later. Your choice. The folder is present at all times. Does not let you drag them? You should be able to because you own the folder.
Yes, it is letting me drag them, but I think they're actually still staying in the chest too.
Yeah, they will. That's natural. That's because this is an actual item folder. It's
Okay.
not an actual chest. Yeah, I just named the folder that so you remember in reference. In case someone deletes it on accident, this is what you have found. So you hit the jackpot, and nobody's aware of it. As you quickly hoard all this shit, do you make any, snorts or, piggy noises of excitement?
Yeah, Sigurd's gonna like snort and almost oink
Squeal, I guess.
and
Yeah.
jump up and down.
For sure. Big G, the rock, you're no longer standing there, right? You already handed it off to be identified.
Oh yeah, he is currently with Rascal.
Oh, it's a he. I love it. All right. Well. Oh wait. Oh, Big G is with Rascal.
Yeah, he handed off to Reno.
Gotcha. Reno identifies it, but I unidentified it in your inventory, so you have to be the one to discover it. Otherwise, you go to help Rascal. Do you assist him literally, or do you ask him exactly what he wants you to do?
Yeah, so Big G's gonna walk up to Rascal and said, Reno asked Big G to come. What does Rascal need?
Julio, well, glad that you're here. You see the coiled up tail in the middle over here? Or not in the middle, but kind of right next to you? I need some help trying to uncoil some of that tail and get this frozen, in stasis body out of it.
Okay.
And then also pulling 2 of the fangs out of the snake's mouth.
Okay.
And I'll try to help you with both of those.
Yeah, well, Big G can try to do whatever.
Athletics at advantage. Phineas, with your massive thunder wave in destruction of library, you end up heading back to the group. They look like the Tarzan scene raiding the camp and not making any music. What do you do?
Do I see the gold?
You see shit everywhere. Gold, items, just like they've pretty much filtered but not pilfered everything. It's like they put their hands in every gold pot just to make sure it was gold and then left a mess behind.
Is there anything that seems magical?
An Arcana check. Big G, you easily. There's an entire body there. You chuck over the tail one coil at a time. And in doing so, you do reveal that there is a small humanoid in stasis. And I say small, but yeah, I mean they're small to you, and there's probably about they're a little taller than Rascal, not even a foot though.
I rolled a 25 if that would help going towards trying to pull this body out or whatever.
Okay, I'll say Big G sufficiently gets it done with good haste, as you easily tell him, like, hey, the tail seems to naturally be falling in this direction, gravity, and you guys cascade it in an ease of method that preserves the body inside. Within, you see a small, what would be immediately off the top, gnomish in nature. They seem to have wide eyes and have a awe-like expression over their face, like they were caught off guard, but they were quick enough to cast whatever spell froze them, at least based off of the way their hands are exposed out, as if preventing something.
Gotcha.
Real quick, Phineas, the magic within the room is held by 2 figures, Reno and Sigurd. Lots of it. Particularly items in which are not natural upon their person since you've arrived. Sigurd exposes a staff.
Sorry, you said what's present that's not normal in nature?
Oh, I just meant Phineas realizes that you and Sigurd have all the cool toys, and they weren't items you guys had prior. But Reno, to give you the understanding of the item that you identified for your friend, I put it in your inventory for right now. Just delete it later. Like he has it, you don't have it, I guess. But just so you can share that with you guys. Meanwhile, you guys release this gnomish shard imprisoned in a capsule-like material that seems hardened edges of sorts. What do you guys do?
What do you want to do, Rascal?
Oh, that's funny.
Because Big Juju's kind of looking at it.
Yeah, it's just.
Does the body look light enough for like I can carry it myself, or does it kind of
No,
look
I mean it's
a little too heavy?
It would be Big G. Big G would have to do most of the heavy involvement. It's equally tight in any sense.
Okay. Well, let's pull one of the fangs out of the mouth first, because I kind of want to have one so I can try to make something out of it. So we'll try that out, and I'll try to backpack it, I guess, or carry it on my back. And then after that, if you're okay with it, Big G or Sigurd. I know Sigurd's not in the room right now, but either one of them could, if they want to help carry this body back to the spire, that'd be awesome.
Big Juice gonna pick up the ice after hearing that, and wait, it's an ice? No, it just. What do I keep thinking was an ice?
I don't know. Oh, Phineas is stepping away because he has work in the morning. But anyways, continue.
Because it's a body. It's like a body frozen in ice, or like.
Oh yeah,
like it.
It's not ice, but it's like in a shard of some kind of glass-like material that it's protected in.
Gotcha.
You can pick them up in like a casing, but it's an uneven casing, so it's not like a perfect cube or anything. It was like a sporadic crap, and this was the best they could do in the moment in which it occurred.
Okay. And so he's gonna pick it up and kind of carry it over to the ritualistic table. Oh well, he's gonna carry it towards Sigurd and Reno.
Okay.
Also, you're saying that the snake body looks preserved.
Correct. It is not worn. It is not wear and teared. It is not depreciated in any way, other than the fact that this murder scene seems fresher than it should be.
Okay. Well, he's gonna. Well, he uncoiled the tail of it, right?
Mm-hmm. It seemed to have its full weight. Nothing collapsed against you. You didn't easily burst through any of the skin. It seemed almost alive and healthy, just allowing you to handle it, if any, in nature. And to be fair, Big G never checked its well-being. Rascal didn't check its breath. No one did any of that. I'm not saying it's alive. I'm just saying, like, in any sense of understanding, it would seem as if this thing had died within an hour, maybe two most.
Ooh, okay. Well, Big G's gonna. He's gonna find the head of the snake and chop it off.
With what?
Well, he has like another. He doesn't have his gray sword anymore.
Bare damn hands.
Exactly.
Rip in air.
I'm not saying you can't do it. You just can't chop anymore. You're cooking
Rip and tear until it is done.
So he has two hand axes.
Oh, that's gonna be dirty.
He's gonna use the hand axe to try to chop it off.
Give me a Constitution save. It's gonna take a little longer than you had hoped.
While they're doing that, could I try to attempt to pull a fang out?
Sure, at disadvantage because of their chaos cause. They're smashing the shit out of this neck area while you're trying to yank out a tooth at the same time. It would be a strength first, correct?
Not great, but he's trying his best. You just want to make some snake soup, okay? Delicious snake soup.
Like, I did my best. These scales are too hard.
And he's using the terrible weapon.
As you're smashing, Rascal's like, I'm trying to as he exclamates out like something pricked him. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, Rascal, before the next step. Call it out for me when you're done.
23 with a
what?
nat 20.
Whoa, did anyone hear anything he said? I heard 10 something feet, nat 20.
I heard nat 20
Yeah, same.
Rascal, your thing is highlighted. Repeat to me what just occurred at disadvantage. Now I can't hear you, but you're blinking.
He's screaming into the void, and
Yeah, I rolled a 23 with a nat 20.
Oh, at disadvantage.
Oh, at the disadvantage was a 11.
Gotcha. So you got the 11, unfortunately. Oh, we lost him. He's like, fuck this, rage quit. You here with us? You hear me, Rascal? Oh, you mean your con save was a 23, nat 20? Rascal? Sorry, I think I'm following where he's going at with his rolls now. Testing. You guys can hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Hello.
Oh, Rascal, I heard hello. Okay. Just to
Okay.
clarify, you got a nat
So I rolled
20, 23 for con.
yeah, nat 20, a 23 for con, and then I rolled 11 with the disadvantage for strength.
Got it. Understood. So as you grab it, you prick yourself, and you're like, oh, you knew this was going to happen. It stings. You resist the initial paralyzing effect as you were holding on to this thing, but you do take 17.
I have resistance to poison.
It was paralyzing you. You're just taking damage because you got
But isn't it poison though?
No, it would have paralyzed you if you failed the con save based off of its venom, which is not technically poison, and you're taking damage from being pricked, and it's just a large thing. So, quick question: you guys rested in the Discord, right? So he would be at full HP, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let me trigger his.
I'm at.
You're at what?
96.
Okay, well, let me update your character real quick. Or see if it works.
Can I ask a totally unrelated question?
You can absolutely ask a
metaphorical.
totally unrelated question. What
metaphorically?
Is it?
How long
here's
does
a better
it take
question.
to attune?
Oh, go ahead. Oh, an hour.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so a short rest, you'd be able to do it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. 17. Okay, Rascal, you just get like a little good cut gauge. After a while, you resist the paralysis, and then your body kind of excretes the poison out of the cut, then bleeding after, not profusely, but showing where you were wounded, and you may continue to try, knowing now at risk what could occur.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, Big G, you possibly done at attempting to try to cut the head off?
Still working on it.
Yeah, did he? Okay, well, he's still working.
Like you can interrupt him. He's like, Big G cut slice head.
Okay.
And you're like, Big G, it's making it hard for me to do my work. And he's like, I cut slice head. No have long sword. And he's still trying to slice head.
He just want to make the snake soup. Okay. Let him be.
Give me another athletics for Big G. Go ahead, Rascal.
I guess. You want me to do athletics or?
No, that was for Big G. He's the one chopping the head. You get about 75% of the way. These hand axes are not big, Big G. They are not making the same way that a great sword would have just demolished this thing. Go ahead, Rascal. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, whoever. Which one of you guys?
I don't know. Big G's just sad, but he's just gonna continue at it. Cause Mama don't raise no quitter.
Yep. Hand axes against scales, no fun. Big sword against scales, big fun. Sigurd, at this point, your body is amassing a lot of weight. Where are you stuffing this gold?
Just straight into the backpack. I got like 10 or so more pounds.
Okay.
I figure I can carry a bit more.
Yeah, no, you can. I'm just keeping inventory. I've been writing it all down.
Well, Big G can carry 600 pounds.
Big G, please.
Big
pick
G
up
do
more
not
gold.
know 600 pounds.
I know. I'm just saying.
Big G, just pick up this chest right
Big G,
here with all
no
the
stat
gold.
sheet.
I
Big
know
Big G.
what is Big G just lives and laughs.
And Big G. Big G is.
Yeah.
That's too funny. I love it. So you guys have a random crystallized encompassed person. That's a gnome inside. So we'll just go ahead and boop, 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 put that there. And then you are working on the fang in a head. You've got about 75% of the way. Rascal, do you wait for him to just get the head, or do you attempt to try getting a fang again?
You can totally wait until I get the whole head.
Big G does not say wait. Big G goes, go get eye cut. Like Big G don't give a fuck.
I'm going to give it one more attempt while they're cutting, and if I fail again, then I'll wait when you're done with the head.
Okay. Go for it.
So a strength with disadvantage.
Yep.
$17.
It gets loose and wiggles a little. It almost cuts you. You dodge out of the way, and you're like, not again. You still feel the pain a little from the now sealed wound. You realize that even though they seem dull, the fine, precise pierce point is almost invisible to the eye until it touches you. Almost as if the further you are from the tooth, the more of a mirage it really is. God, you really want
that. Oh, since it's loose, I'm going to give one more attempt. I'm so close.
Big G, you two, both of you guys give me athletics. Disadvantage for you, still, Rascal.
For athletics?
Yeah.
Am I done identifying? Can I come over there too? Whatever.
You technically are. I just want to see where this ends real quick.
Okay.
Did you guys want to not kill
23.
23. The head. You get through Big G, and you hear the open mouth goes to close as Rascal grabs onto the tooth and is like, "Oh shit!" And his body bends the tooth in a way, like ripping it out of its immediate gum slot. But the mouth is now soft gummed onto Rascal, who is now half sticking out, half sticking in, but knows the tooth is loose and is just like, "Get me out, please." You don't take damage. It's like a soft gum, but it's heavy enough that you really couldn't pull yourself out. Big G, you look to the side and you see Reno half chomped by the snakehead. Now decapitated.
Oh, Rascal. He's gonna reach his arm in and try to pull Rascal out.
As you yank him out, Rascal, you get one thing, and it is probably the size of your own well-being.
Awesome. Cool. I will, I guess, lay it across my backpack and strap it down where like the bedroll would be.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much at max capacity. You guys are packing at this point, like a bunch of mules with no fucking map on where to go and deliver. But With that, you guys pop back into the room, and you see a weird, silly grin on Reno's face as he looks at this awesome rock.
Reno, what'd you find?
I love it. He asked himself, and nobody
What's up,
followed.
pal?
I know, right? I was like, is that Reno who asked
I
himself?
love that when he brought it
why
up.
you
He was like, "Let me help you
Reno?
guys." Reno, what'd you find?
You only smile like this when you find an
That's great.
awesome.
Yeah, no one cares about that stupid rock. No, wait, what? Huh? Big G.
Huh? What?
Big
Oh,
G
you
at
want
this,
your rock big?
no,
Big
Big
G?
G at this point carried the big. How big is this snake head?
Easily,
Probably as
probably
big as
a
you.
big G pill. Like it'd be like a one of those 9-foot beanbags for big G.
Oh, that's kind of long. Okay, but he's gonna like kind of drag it, and he's gonna run
Yeah, it's like a
towards.
beanbag. Yeah. Like you grab it by one part and you just drag it. You don't have to hoist the whole thing.
Oh yeah, and he's gonna run towards Cigar and says, "Cigar, steak soup."
Whoa,
So,
we could make such a
Reno,
big soup out of that.
what
Yeah,
you
what's
grinning
up?
about? Because you only smile like that when you find something you really like.
Well, this rock is pretty interesting, and I'll kind of. It's known as a pet rock. So what you do, Big G, is it's pretty indestructible when it's against items. But the only thing is, in order for you to activate its properties, you have to give it 3 pets, like you're petting a head, and then you have to give it a smooch on each side before you use it. And I'll kind of hand him. I'll kind of just demonstrate it to him a little bit, just the first time. I'll pet it 3 times on the head, give it a
Give me a
smooch on each
performance check.
side.
Give me a performance to see if it
Dude,
looks like you're
dude.
doing it like naturally, or if you're like, I hope you really lose me.
Yes. Okay.
Oh
Anyways.
man, okay.
I don't think
Yeah, I mean-
Rascal would. I think Rascal would have trouble keeping it serious when Reno's doing this.
You do that, but at the same time, magic does work in weird ways, and you don't know what Reno's doing yet with this rock. As Reno, you successfully do a 3-pet 2 smooch fluorescent in front of Big G. What then do you do?
I grab one of the would-be swords on the. I think that's a sword, or actually, I'll just ask someone for a knife or something like that. Or you know what? I'm gonna ask Big G, here, take my small little pocket knife and try to smash it against this the rock now.
Oh, Big G already try with his big sword.
Okay.
Shoot.
Yeah, go
Let's
for
see
it.
here.
Do it.
Are you gonna
Big
do
G,
it or?
you swing your sword. Shing! Do you swing it, or do you? What do you do, Reno?
Which sword am I using? The sword on the table here.
No, like Big G's bringing out his sword, his next weapon.
Oh no. Big G didn't.
Oh.
He just said that he already tried.
Oh, he already tried his big sword. Got it.
Yeah.
I'll pull out my dagger and give it to Reno.
Reno, you have a dagger.
I guess I don't know. I feel like Big G just doesn't believe me, even though he's supposed to be kind of. Anyways, I'll take the dagger and I'll just like plunge it really hard onto the rock.
Immediately, the hilt split. The blade of the dagger shatters into multiple fragments, and the blade is no longer usable.
Look, see, it's a really indestructible pet rock. You just gotta follow the sequence,
Disarm.
and
Since
then you can
pet
use it
rock,
against anybody you want.
Since it's a pet rock, could he throw it and it comes back to him? Because it's a pet and it's a rock.
I think if you further attune to it through multiple pets and kisses, and like it's your real pet, it has the ability to do so.
There you go, Sigurd. Look at that. Now you can throw something at somebody and not worry about losing it. Hopefully, but it doesn't break. I wish I had that weapon. That sounds cool.
Me?
I'll kind of bring it over to Big G, and I'll just like lift it up and kind of bring it over, or have him take it.
Okay, well, Big G's gonna look at it. He's gonna drop the snake head. Kind of, yeah, kind of like being annoyed because he's like excited about food and more than having a pet.
Do I have to share
It'll-
my?
it'll-
Do I feed pet
Don't be
rock?
sad. If you want to kill more things to get more food, this is the weapon to use. And I'll hand it over to him. I'm gonna delete from my inventory as well.
Don't
Okay.
worry.
Yeah,
I
he has it in
collected a lot
his.
of dead snakes.
Okay.
So yeah, Big G's gonna do the stupid kisses and pet,
Sorry.
and he's
You
gonna look at it, and
It while he's doing that, I'm gonna cast minor illusion on the rock to kind of give it the illusion that a rock is actually smiling at him. If that's okay.
It does like a wink. Mink.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh.
oh yeah, he looked at it and he was like, "Huh?"
You
And-
see, in a big G way, you're like, my big sword broke against it. This dagger broke against it. You look at the stone and you're like, it is unmarked. This is nice rock. This is strong rock. This is durability. I wouldn't say Big G understands all that percentage breakdown, but Big G would always know my rock break. Sometimes it may fail, but it always breaks 100% of the time. Big G wants to prove it against any normal item. But if it's magical, that's the
Okay.
only time it might be a dud.
Hey,
Alright.
Big G, if we can't get through any doors, maybe this is the tool to use.
Maybe Phineas can turn it into a mace.
Yeah. Maybe you should use your pet against to open some of the doors later.
So if he were to throw the rock,
Yes, you have to go pick it up. You just chucked a rock. It does not walk. What you saw is something, but you do not understand what you saw.
okay, but can he use it as a weapon?
Yeah, it'd be strength plus bludgeoning.
Okay, can he use proficiency now?
If you have what is it? Improvise.
Oh, that's true. Huh? Okay, he's just gonna keep it strapped
That's the
onto.
thing. Yeah, I mean, I would say X amount of usage builds to a skill kind of thing, But yeah, with improvise, you'd be totally like, fuck yeah, I can pick up anything and chuck it. But without it, you would be relying purely on strength.
Okay.
And that's me being nice because, if you were chucking something, it really would be something else. But this is more about the force, more so accuracy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's see if I can use this one.
By the way, guys, I found a bunch of cool items, but I'll show you later when we get out of here.
Let's get
I
out
would
of
say
here.
you could
We're
do
not-
that, Big G, in the long run with
Okay.
definitional clearance. Yes.
But yeah, okay. Well, let's see if he's gonna
That's
be
cool.
a rock thrower in the future. Not anytime
That would be
soon.
cool.
He's just gonna put it, strap it on like
Hey,
the
Reno,
side.
didn't it start with rock throwing with the Pills team?
It did.
It did,
It
huh?
did.
That was fucking funny.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy. How funny that it started with a rock. Yeah, we're back at full circle, Big G. Rocks are a big deal. Don't lose that one.
I think
Yeah.
well, he's gonna like.
If I had this rocket when I needed it, it would have been a game changer.
Oh, I know, not the rock. But he's gonna put
Oh.
it strap it on the side and just kind of focus back on the snake.
Okay.
Hey, Big G,
Oh.
Got it.
before you put it away, are you going to give your pet a name? Are you going to give it What about the name Onyx? Like, and then if you throw the rock, you could say rock throw.
Rocky Balboa.
Um,
Geodude.
Big G never had a
Yeah,
pet.
Geodude.
Oh,
Grappler.
Big G was a pet before.
Okay, well now you have your own pet. Pets are allowed to have pets. Right, Sigurd?
Yeah, now you're the big man in charge.
Damn, that's fucked up. But sure. For sure, he's
This
gonna.
pyramid scheme goes deep.
I know that. He's gonna like kind of
Anyways.
reminded of the fang that Rascal was like trying to break off, and he's gonna look at the head and he's gonna like pry it open and try to break off the other one.
Okay. As you go about it, rip it right off. Rascal, you're like, son of a fucking bitch. And Patience is a son of a bitch.
Yeah, I was just about to introduce my giant fang that I might try to turn into a sword or.
Yeah, you walk up with your backpack and he's like,
it's like you can clearly see it's on my backpack. Like it's both ends of it sticking out, like if it was antlers.
Yeah, he's gonna hand it to Rascal and says, here you go.
Here we go. What?
You guys, go ahead.
Rascal
you
said,
giving me?
Yeah, Rascal said Rascal wants it.
He gives you the second.
Oh, the rock. Oh, or the second thing?
Yeah, the second
he
thing.
pulled out the second thing.
I can't carry two fangs. What the fuck? I have to crawl. I'm used to crawling, but I can't crawl with how much weight that's on my back.
How much does it weigh?
Yeah, how big is it?
It's probably sitting around the 50-60 pound range.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Oh wow, that's heavy.
That is a fang.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want, you can have that fang or just chuck it back in the snake's mouth, and while you drag the snake's head, we can carry the fang that way.
Teeth are not tasty.
Yeah, but it makes it easier to carry them all.
We should probably take it. It's probably worth something.
Exactly.
Okay.
I have one for myself, and we have one to sell. Who knows how much it might be worth?
He's gonna strap the other thing on the other side of his belt, or he's gonna strap it like behind him as the Gristle were before.
Fair point. Yeah, you just kind of like, well, I don't have that anymore, and you just stick it in place of it.
Yeah.
Wait.
I love it.
Question.
I know.
How long
Wait. Go ahead. Damn right.
How long is
Totally
the snake's
answering your
tongue?
question.
Or serpent's tongue?
I don't know. Do you take it out to measure? And do you have a measuring tool? And how do you take measurements? What is the measurementation in which you use?
Okay, I'm gonna see. Can I pick it up? Is it like light or heavy?
Everything you've attempted to pick up upon this snake is heavier than your natural span of muscle can do. Relax fully.
Damn. Okay.
You can walk into the head and make it a bedroom for you. An example for your size to the substance in which you're playing with.
Okay.
But real quick, I'm going to use the restroom. So everyone else, if you need to, potty break. Otherwise, I'll also get a quick beer. Game plan. We're finally about to leave this place, and you guys have way too much loot, and Sigurd is a hoarder.
I told him. I'm not hiding anything.
I need some
Sigurd,
gold. I'm broke.
what you got?
I only have 10 gold in my inventory right now.
Go grab some gold, Rascal. There's plenty around.
Yeah, start filling your pockets.
Just roll a D100.
I can't when this fang is taking up all my weight.
Could Big G fit it in like both of them?
Oh, Bridget can carry 600 pounds, so he can
Yeah, he should
carry
just carry both of
a
them.
lot.
Okay. I
And
mean, if
more
you're
gold.
okay with carrying my fang, then
If
I'll
you ask him, no
you-
one ask him to do anything. He will always say yes. Almost
Do you
always
guys
say
think we
yes.
have enough to buy a bag of holding if we were to get to the Spire? I'm sure someone in the Spire has
Oh.
a bag of holding.
I'm sure the things in my inventory can buy multiple.
Does anyone
Many.
have
Alright.
any gray sword for Big G?
I don't have a great sword, but I did pick up a sword.
Oh, just a regular sword.
Yeah, I don't think it's your kind of sword, but it is worth a lot, I think.
What is it?
I-
It looks fancy.
Just a fancy
I'll-
sword?
Would I have to, like, identify it to understand, or do I just know the name of it character-wise?
Who knows?
I mean, if he give it to you, then it's possible that you just know it. But normally, yeah, you do have to identify everything.
It is a scimitar, I believe.
Okay,
A fancy one.
a fancy scimitar. What does it do?
Okay, so I guess before we leave, if you don't know what those items are, I can just sit down and identify them all.
Would yeah, I do. I mean, I want to know, like, I can read them in my inventory. They're not unidentified, so is it okay to just tell you what they do?
I think so.
Okay, it is a scimitar of speed.
Oh, it's one of those, yeah. Give you a bonus action.
Yes, and +2 to attack and damage.
Yeah, I mean, Rascal should have it because
It's I don't know. I think we should sell it. It's worth like so much money.
oh,
We could buy like a house with this.
yeah, but like equipping like teammates might be better than buying a house.
If we sell this sword, we could buy armor, swords, so many other things.
Wait, what do you
I guess
need then?
This sword
to
has
Big G's
ridiculous
point,
price tag.
because I guess to Big G's point, it's like the sword of speed might not be like a super rare item per se. I could be wrong. So if we want to buy like more rare swords, they're going to be more than the cost of the sword.
Yeah. So
Would they?
like
So if it's going to be like the 30, let's just throw out a number, 30k of gold, then a more rare sword is probably going to be like 50k or 100.
yeah, because like how
It's got
as
to
a
scale.
DM, I always sell items way more expensive than they can sell it.
This item is considered very rare.
Oh, I didn't even think
Yeah.
about that, Big G.
So given AZEREP's reputation, he is a how should I phrase it? He's an asshole. So I think he's gonna like double the price. So even if we sell that, we can buy the same rarity stuff for.
It is true.
You probably have
I
to
don't
sell
know.
and
I
then
just
trade
figure we
also,
could do more
or
with the
something.
money than just one sword.
Okay.
I mean, we could decide as a team, though. I'm totally up for that.
I think based off our last battle, or our last previous battles, if we were to go into something heavier, I don't know how well we'd be doing
You'd be
as of
dead.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
what I'm
mean, we got
Sorry,
thinking.
that was
killed
the
by
olive,
like
not me.
we got almost killed
Huh?
by like 3 spiders outside.
Yeah, so we probably should equip ourselves first, then think about like buying. Because what do you need to buy?
I need to
Me?
buy spell
Yeah,
components,
Yeah,
but
meta-wise.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, I want like that book of health or whatever. I want to
Oh,
find one of those.
that's
Yeah, let's just go to the market. Easy peasy.
yeah, that's not gonna just
Well,
appear in the market.
No,
Yeah,
I know,
I don't-
I know. That's just like a goal.
I don't have much stuff like magic wise, nothing. Gold, almost nothing. So I mean,
Can you
I mean,
use a
pretty.
scimitar, or do you like a dagger?
I
You can
can
definitely use
use
a scimitar.
anything as long as it's not like a great sword, like something that takes like a lot of strength, or 2 hands. I guess a scimitar does take 2 hands, maybe.
No, it takes one hand.
I don't know. It
Okay,
doesn't say.
then yeah, I can use a scimitar.
You need attunement, but yeah, I mean, Sigurd is definitely willing to give it to you because he's not going to use
But
it.
if y'all want to sell it, then I'm fine with that too.
I got a few more things too. We can talk about those maybe too.
I only have a rapier, a short bow, and a dagger. That's all I have for weapons, and then my magic. But
the sneak attack with this sword would be crazy.
So, you guys are obviously distributing items. You already went over all of them to them?
No, we just talked about the sword. I didn't get to anything else.
Jesus.
I was gonna put my fang down and go get some, or try to search for gold.
I can just like run through them real quick.
Let's just say this. Sigurd, throw your best. This item, super cool because, in your own opinion, RP to your allies. And then later we can Discord it, and the items are available to then be distributed and or decided then if you guys find too burdening. Because he found a fucking horde in that little chest. So if he only got over one item while I was gone, there's a lot more to worry about than that.
I have like 50,000 gold worth of items right now. More even. Anyways, I found a staff that summons a snake, and I really want to keep that because it only works for a cleric. We don't have a druid or a warlock. I found.
No, I'm just kidding.
I found the sword that definitely is going to Rascal because no one else can use it. I found a ring of animal influence. Seems neat.
Can I use it all on you? Just kidding.
Ooh, hold up.
It might
Yeah,
work.
we do have a
Derogatory.
Wow.
Only non-animal species in the group.
Roll for defense.
Can I use it all on you guys?
God.
You say Reno's how old again?
I am your buddy, Reno. Why use it on me?
I know.
What the hell?
That's so good. I love it.
I also
that was
got
good.
this
It was good. Well timed.
amulet that protects you from detection and location. Divination magic. You are protected from it. I got
that or the scimitar.
a cloak that makes you breathe underwater and gives you a swimming speed of 60. I got a belt of the hill giant strength. I am definitely keeping that. Sorry.
Already on, not attuned. No, he's like, it's already buckled.
Yeah, I got it on, but I'm not attuned yet. It's just on.
If I may, can I have the amulet?
Yeah.
Great.
How do I?
Jeez, I didn't realize how weak you were, Sigurd.
What was the amulet?
Wait, I'm weak? What happened?
Well, without the hill giant strength, you're like really crappy.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have strength. He's been eating a lot, you know?
No, clearly.
Sigurd's really let himself
What's
go.
the amulet for? Or what does it do?
It's called
Proof against
Amulet of
detection.
Proof against Detection and Location. It says, while wearing this amulet, you are hidden from divination magic. You cannot be targeted by such magic or perceived through magic scrying sensors. That sounds pretty good for Rascal or Reno.
Yeah, I was about to say,
one.
what's your stealth at, Reno?
Pretty non-existent.
Well, that doesn't really matter at all because this isn't about stealth.
Yeah.
It's about magical locating and divination on
Yeah.
bounty hunting, more or less, would be
Spying
the only
magic.
concern. Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much.
So I'd like to hold on to that just in no reason, just in case.
Then there's the swimmy cloak that, it's pretty cool. You can breathe underwater. Anyways, moving on, I got Pearl of Power. It lets you speak a command word and use an action to regain 1 expended spell slot. Once per day.
I think you should keep that.
I was going to give it to
should
Reno.
have that since he uses spells, yeah.
And I got Potion of Poison. It's poison.
It's poison.
Sorry, what was that? Potion of what?
There's not much else to say about it. It's just a bottle of poison.
Wow. So
You guys are all like,
descriptive.
man, we're over here arguing over tooth, and Sigurd's just dangling this shit in front of us the entire session.
I'm rolling
Oh,
around like
no.
pimp with
I
every
mean,
item.
could you technically sip
decked
on
out.
poison every day and slowly become immune or resistant to poison?
I am
You know,
already
That only
that's been a
depends
thing
if
in
you're.
real life.
That only depends if your species is capable of it.
Yeah, I'm
Mm.
already immune to natural poison. I could drink this shit.
I'm resistant to poison, so if I drink enough of it, could I be immune to poison?
Debatable. You'd have to try it to know. You know, like it's like saying, hey, I don't get drunk, and then you take 120 proof. You know, it's like you have to understand that there's a level of exactly. Thank you. See, you're educated, Eric, for being a man of.
I guess.
You should be a psalm, man. Like you know some shit. I just threw that out there to see if anyone knew what it was because I didn't want to say Everclear and confuse anyone. Nice. Not saying anyone else didn't know. I'm just
Poisoning the
saying,
punch bowl.
it's not so common. But nonetheless, there's an understanding of poison resistance to, naturally, if I'm poisoned, my body will have a quicker reaction to it, to the initial poisoning, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
This
Yeah, let's
poison does
make a
decent
list.
damage.
Let's make a list in the server, and then everyone could kind of discuss among each other in free time and see who wants what or whose would
So
be.
what I did
good
is
with
I
what.
actually, real quick, I also created excuse me, I made it all observant in Foundry, so you guys can all see the folder. And if you really, really, really wanted to, Evray is already installed, and these are all real items of 5e. So you could just look up the items themselves, and they'll pop up in the thing. We can, you just type in the lookup amulet or proof against detection, and blah blah blah, and it'll just show you the same stats in which we were kind of quickly discussing. Actually, we didn't discuss some of them, but in detail. But
I won't remember all of them.
Oh yeah, no worries. Somebody take a screenshot and pop it in there, and then you guys can use the commands to pull them that way.
Big G
But
doesn't need any of those. That life, he just need a big sword.
and maybe they weren't for Big G. Big G didn't need anything until he lost his first thing, to his own wrong. Congratulations.
So sad. So sad. Well,
It's a resentful sadness. Let's be real. You're like, I have a badass pet rock.
Yeah.
sure. He doesn't
should be
really
happy
care
about
about a
it.
pet rock.
Yeah, Big G don't have to care, but someone has to have the pet rock. You give up this pet rock, you guys all will know why you lose the campaign.
Ooh, okay.
I know.
Okay.
No,
Posted a
I'm just
picture.
saying, like, I'm kidding. Like, it's not. So I guess we'll get to that. You guys still have a encapsulated gnome, and they're chilling there. They're not thawing. There's no sweat, nothing like that. They're just in the zone as they were previously. You guys got a bunch of loot. You guys robbed everything but every single gold coin because that would absolutely prevent you guys from leaving this place without leaving a breadcrumb trail to wherever you go next. What do you do now?
We should
How much-
leave.
How much more
We
gold
leave the
can we
temple.
carry?
Oh boy.
Good question. Hold on. Let me kind of survey some shit real quick.
Big G should just start dumping gold pots into his backpack.
You have a weight or a capacity thing less on
Yeah,
the
there is
foundry?
actually. Yeah, if you go to your inventory, there's a weight on the top, and some of you guys are very, very close to cap.
I am 12 pounds away.
Weight at
Well, if you strap on
If
that,
you go to the
that-
second tab in inventory and look above strength, it shows 27 out of 135 for Reno Sword.
I have
Sigurd,
a lot of space to hold the stuff.
if you strap on that belt, you can hold on to a lot more. Just
True,
saying.
but I need an hour to
Ooh.
attune to it. Do we
We
have an hour?
all the time that we need. I'm speaking meta, but
Spider
he
returns.
doesn't know.
I'm gonna drop my fang so I can collect some gold since I'm only at 10 gold right now.
Do we have an hour?
You guys really could do whatever.
All right, I'm gonna start attuning to this belt.
Are you gonna
I'm
also
gonna pocket as much gold as I can and start attuning to the staff. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, and DM, can you add the tome of tongues or whatever to my inventory too? Thank you. You can't actually search for like items in Foundry, right? Like you can in D&D
You can
Beyond.
if you go to the compendium first. So you have to go to the compendium, which is the second to last tab next to the settings.
Oh, I see it.
And
Got it.
then if you type in, so the trick is you type in shared. That's the keyword. Type in shared, and all the shared folders have actual stuff in them. That has everything from D&D Beyond for the most part. So if you pop
I
open
see.
items, everything in there should be from D&D Beyond. If it's like a new book, that might be the only reason I don't have it yet, because I didn't parse it since then. You know, it is all dependent on me actually going out of my way to do it. But yeah.
I will drop my fang, so I have space to collect some gold since I'm only broke and have 10 gold on me right now.
So you are going to not bring your fang?
No.
Just give it to Big G.
Okay. Well, how heavy are these thing again?
60 pounds.
So 120. So he's carrying 120 pounds right now?
That's just in fangs. The head itself, if you just drag, not pick up, it's probably going to be 200.
Okay, 100.
I say
200.
ditch the head.
Oh,
I'm already carrying like a ton of dead snakes.
no, but we need food. We need premium big snake soup.
Premium.
I mean,
Yeah, and
what you
soup.
could
just
do
like
is you could drop one thing. I mean, I guess like honestly, I'm not okay. I'll just tell you guys. Rascal said it, and no one corrected or was like, "Yo, negative statement." This. If you just keep everything on the damn snake's head and never took out the teeth or anything, you technically wouldn't have additional weight to the subject because it all would have been constructed together. But because you remove the teeth, it actually adds weight and density to an object that is now adding to the pull and tug because it's no longer held together by the object itself. But I'll honor if you guys just leave the teeth with the snake and keep the snake as a whole. Not saying that you put it back in, just that they're in the snake's mouth, as Rascal technically said, but he was silly enough not to suggest his own previously, and I thought that was weird. But nonetheless, you do that and just create it as a wagon system because snakes have what kind of skin and have scales that are able to easily do what? Glide over surfaces, make the dragging resistance less in a sense of tendency.
Yeah, and you can drag it by the snake's tongue because honestly, if you're pulling it with the head facing away from you, you're causing friction, which is harder to drag.
Well, that's why I was saying the scales help you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, the 200 pounds of dragging.
But that would then
toss.
cap Big G at his whole focus of either dragging and or helping. You guys can't have him do both at this point. Multitasking is not a function for him.
You can drag the whole snake. Unless you want to just start cooking.
Nah, I'm
How many
attuning to
snakes
this
do
belt.
you have on you, Sigurd?
Wait, what?
How many snakes do you have on you?
Just about a dozen and a half, I'd say.
Yeah.
That should be plenty. We don't. Maybe drop that down to like half a dozen. Because if Big G really wants to keep the head, then that big ass snake head will definitely make up for way more than half a dozen snake heads. So I mean, if you drop like at least half a dozen of those snakes, you can carry a few more things at least.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't actually add them to my inventory or anything. I just kind of said that.
Oh.
It just made sense that Sigurd would be going around grabbing food.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'm keeping track of basic things like such, but yeah.
I'm gonna add a big ass snake head.
Still just attuning to this belt.
Yeah, so I'll just drop the fang inside the snake head and then try to find any more gold if I can.
DM, were all the chests looted already in the top right room?
Yes, everything has been acquired in every possible way. Yeah.
Okay, great. I'll just take as much gold as possible and just start walking out one of the doors, I guess on the right, maybe.
Okay.
Are you attuning to a staff?
You did.
Oh yeah. You know what?
Right?
Yeah.
Or no?
I'm
I guess
attuning.
Wait, are we attuned already, or are we still just kind of like sitting in attuning?
I mean, I'm assuming, like, I mean, at the end of the day, you guys are RPing, discussing stuff, handing out items. An hour passes. Unless you want me to attack you and interrupt your attempt to do what you want to do, then no, you don't achieve this. A rock hits someone in the head, and everyone argues like you guys fought each other. I don't know. No, yes, you got an hour. You guys RP through it. You finally distributed some items, not all. You guys held some. You guys discussed some. It's known that they exist, and you may now then continue with the flow of time. Eric, for clarity, whenever in the sense, in a DM perspective and or as a player, whenever in a sense that there is no immediate threats, the players are allowed to discuss and do the things until the players say, DM, we're fucking over this, let's move on, and everyone agrees, you are not responsible to push time forward. But when they say, we want to do attunement or things like you guys did, I say go for it, and how Big G was like, we're totally fine, because they were being personally hopeful that I would do nothing to them because I allowed you guys to stand here an entire session. But at the same time, it's about understanding the assets at B. If you guys had grabbed all these items and no one discussed it, Sigurd would be running around with the solutions to so many problems that you would have faced, right? Now your problems are going to be what you do instead of how you do it. And you wouldn't have understood that equation prior without this kind of opportunity to address such. So now that you guys have accomplished the goal and have, I'd say, dispersed enough peanut butter across the spread, there's enough stickiness for everyone to feel like they got a touch of something. And then there's still a conversation to go, but we also can continue with whatever the next intentions are, which to my understanding is to leave the actual facility to the Spire or figure out how to get back to the Spire. But you guys still have an individual encapsulated. What do you do with them? I guess would be the next focus as your attunement hour has passed. All of your personal goals have been achieved. We have a pet rock with Big G that is unnamed. Continue.
I will try to drag the body since I put the fang down.
It's more of a
Sigurd
discomforting
dragging the
size
snake
right
head.
now than an inability to carry it. So it's like one of those big boxes where it's like it's light enough that I could pick it up if my arm span was capable of picking it up.
Is there a way I can just grab onto it and try to drag it?
You guys would be
Instead.
dragging a. It's like, okay, it doesn't look like this, but if I had to give you a real basic simplicity scenario, if you went to Jabba the Hutt's lair, bombed the shit out of the place, and then got Han Solo's body and said, I'm going to drag it up the stairs, past the pit, through the desert to my skiffer, which is floating at least 10 feet above the ground, how would you do it? As a raccoon with, I'm assuming, rope. For scenario, understand it if you get what I'm going with.
Yeah.
Like you could totally drag it, but the moment you hit a stair, how are you going to move it up each step? The moment, like it's more like with Big G being able to pick it up, that's an instant solution. Now you guys pulling it along like a tug is, you guys are in a sense depressed into this temple, so you'd have to climb or step out of it. So you'd have to be ascending north, and there's no way you'd have the strength yourself, and everyone else is going out of their way to tax themselves with potential resource of benefits. So I'm totally okay with, obviously, you guys wanting to get this body out and or even trying to get them out physically, but the theory in which you guys are approaching it with is impossible.
Can I tell how thick the crystal encasing is?
I mean, the body is a full 360 printout like yourself would be. I'd say the most thickest part of this entire 360 capsulation is 2 feet in thickness, additional to the body itself, which is one angle, we're looking at 2.5 feet. The other angle, 1.25 feet. So at most, you're looking at an audited, at max odd length at a parallelogram sense, 512 from tallest point to bottom point to, and then the width max 4.6.
Okay, is the body in dead center of it, or is it in a weird position where, like, a part of
Imagine a parallelogram,
posted
and
outside?
so okay, here I can draw you a picture. Oh wait, I can't draw you a picture. I can draw you a picture that everyone else will see, and they will send you a screenshot.
Nice.
Really,
one sec. Go ahead,
can
really quick.
So I guess when I look at this gnome, because I didn't look at it before, do I know if the gnome is also part of the ice or crystal that it's surrounding?
They
Can I do an
casted it
investigation?
upon they have like their hands out. Here I'll draw another image. So
Okay.
save
So
that
if it's not
screenshot.
part of the gnome, I want to ask Big G for the rock, and then I want to try to like just ask the group, hey, do you guys mind if I use this rock to break the crystal around this gnome? See if that works. If we want to just free the guy.
I'm going to cast. I'm going to grab some rope. I'm going to put it in a circle on the ground and cast snare. And then I will attempt to push the body into the invisible circle where snare is, since it is a small body.
Okay. I'll take the rock, and if you don't, Big G, can I get the rock?
I
Do you mind if I
Big G
break this thing?
Big G thought it's Big G's pet.
I was gonna snare it, since snare makes it hang 3 feet in the air, and then decast snare and let it drop and hit the ground.
All right, Big G, if you like the rock, why don't you test it out on this crystal?
Okay. He's gonna drop the snake head, I guess.
I mean, if you don't want to, go for it.
No,
Or
he's
just give me the rock.
not.
Either or.
He's hungry, guys. He's just hungry. It was like we took a long rest and no one cooked. And he's been asked to do all these things. And yeah, but he will do it because he's nice. And so he's gonna take the rock and go and try to break the crystal. He's gonna look at the rock and says, Big Drew will call you pretty.
Pretty has been titled. You guys now have a new party member. It has no stats and it has question marks on every stat except their name.
Oh no. Oh Lord. Also, Big G still has a vine, no? He's like strapped on with vines and now he's dragging a snake head?
Oh,
You're
okay.
doing it
Are we
all.
just it's up to you guys. Are we just strapping him or are we breaking him out? Like, can we make a decision and then leave?
Oh yeah. I mean, he already cast the snare and then Big G's already breaking the crystal.
Okay.
No, I didn't. It was an idea, but
the crystal is being broken as Big G hits it. As it does. Where are my glasses? You guys see this gnome just struggling around, patting pockets all over their body. They seem to have so many pockets on their person now that you guys are really taking in their focus, and they seem to be squinting their eyes in a dislocated kind of mindset as they're on the floor, and they're just like, "Oh, here they are! Oh, hi." But I'm my Warren. Warren is the name. You?
Oh,
as he stands there looking at all of you guys in a distraught, very stuttery situation.
I'd be behind him with I'd cast Primal Savagery and ask him, what such small person like yourself being way out here alone and wrapped up in a circle?
I am. I'm surviving. It's very difficult when your entire party, especially the young child Gur, runs off and leaves you alone with the snake. And they thought that I could teleport because I had done it once on accident, and they didn't ask me if I was able to. And I was able to protect myself in a. How did you break it? He like all of a sudden stops his stutter and goes into a like, holy fuck, I'm exposed.
A rock. It's
Pretty.
a crystal.
Rudy.
Pretty.
Rudy.
And
he looks at you, Big G.
yeah,
Rudy. That's Rudy.
Pretty.
Pretty sounds like Rudy, but it's you're not gonna give it back, are you?
And Big G is gonna look at him and be like, point to himself and says, Big G. And pretty.
And
Pointing
I'll
at
kind of
rock.
like look at the guy. Hi, excuse me. What's your name exactly? We just
Warren. Sorry. My name's Warren, and I was on an expedition on a class assignment to believe it or not, I was team leader, and they left me behind to complete the mission because I told them that it'd be okay, it'd be fine, and I'd be fine, and they were supposed to come back, and they didn't.
So are you a student of the Spire?
Oh, thank God! Are you Warren is my name, and I am a student of Lavian's, and Lavian has sent me out here, and please tell me that you were to take me back because I've been able to keep time in my head, and I've been here much longer than I had hoped that I had been waiting, and I knew I'd be fine and safe forever until somebody found me and figured it out, and I knew Aspire Academy student, and but I didn't think that I had lost my rock and someone would steal it, and
Well, hold on. I'm Reno. We are not students of the Spire yet. The applicator sent us here to help with the Yanti. But with the
applicator.
Yeah, that's my notes, unless that was a joke. The big elephant with the 4 wings, you know? The one that assesses your...
What era are we in?
I actually don't know. Sorry.
You guys all
We're in the era of the... oh my god, you told us this so many times, and I'm so sorry.
Big G is gonna chime in. Philip? Philip.
What did you say?
Philip.
Oh, Philip.
Oh, Philip.
You guys all
what
know.
Era are you from?
Mentioning the Hollyphant, the elephant that he named it Philip, and then it's called itself Philip. And
did you at the Spire? Did you meet an elf? He might have been dark bluish tone, named Lavian.
No, he's actually the dean of the Spire now.
Who's the dean?
Lavian.
Yeah. I know. But you met him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, we haven't met him yet. I don't know. This is so long ago.
So then, how did you get here? You're right. You haven't met him, but you are right. He is the dean.
Philip, I have the app.
It is a Hollyphant. It is a Hollyphant. You're correct. You're correct. He does. It's just Warren does not know who Philip or a Hollyphant is, but he knows Lavian.
Oh, okay. Well, the Hollyphant sent us here as a test to join the Spire potentially. But is it okay that we
the Spire? You don't. You had a. You're at the Spire, and you're testing to be a part of the Spire. He seems
inside
adequately confused. Well, you said you were at the Spire.
Well, we were teleported.
You said the story to him.
We were teleported away from the Spire, or what we assumed to be away from the Spire, to help with the Yanti's ascendants, which is where you're at. You're in the Yanti Temple.
This was so long ago. sent you
And
back.
we're
fix-
in the era of. Okay, sorry.
He's just stampering on, like, he's realizing his scenario. Like, this dude has been here a while.
I feel freaking. What era are we in again, guys?
Anyone have a guess?
Something about
I
the broken
rolled
memory.
the history to try and figure out if I know.
It is the era of recall.
Recall. Thank you.
We are
Yes,
in
we
the
are in the era
of
of
recall.
recall. What era are you from?
What? Well, he thinks. Recall. What? What's recall? What was before it? And you guys would understand that before it was Lisp, or some of you would.
The previous era was Lisp, but some of us can't recall that information.
You forgot about that. We lost. The Valkyr. She did it. Varone. Thickly tick. Watsu. Did you guys see an elemental at all? Here, maybe nearby, or along the way, or if you went to the spire at the cafeteria, Watsu.
Watsu? No, that's we're not familiar with that name.
He's so lost in his eyes, like he's realizing that he is not in his time. He does not know how long it's been. He does not know where he is. He knows, like, the immediate zone. He knows how he got here, but the only thing that's connecting anything to any existence is Lavian and Spire. Beyond that, you guys are on two different threads. Anyone else have any? You guys can side huddle before you immediately address them if you wish to discuss a plan of approach to them.
I was gonna say, while they're chit chatting and figuring stuff out, I'm gonna try to find gold, so I'm not broke.
Give me a D100.
Hey, Rascal, go grab you some too. I can carry more.
How would I share the items that I got with Rascal?
33.
Technically, you would open up both character sheets. You would drag your item to their sheet. It'll copy it to them, and then you delete it from yours.
Oh, very cool. Okay. Oh yeah, that worked really easily. Nice.
A 23,
right.
Russ?
You got him.
33.
33. Sorry, this cap game stops at 30. So when it caps at 30, you have a 0. It resets to the lowest diluted value in which it could be. 33. Nice. Sorry, what were you rolling?
A D100.
Oh, for the gold. Sorry, I was like, a 33 doesn't make sense. You roll that. I was
I'm
trying
broke
to buy
and need money
right now. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot you're grabbing money. Yeah, and then because Reno told you that was a plus 20, so 55 gold is what you acquire at this time. If you choose to honor Reno's request, 20 of it would be for him.
How much gold do you have already, Reno?
I have 107.
I'm at 10 right now without looking for gold.
Okay, well take it all. That's fine with me. We'll probably divvy up anyways at the end.
So are we gonna bring this gnome with us, or are we? What are we doing?
Sorry, you guys are sidebarring.
We'll bring
Go
him
ahead.
with us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think let's see if he wants to go back to the Spire. I think he can come back with us.
How heavy is he?
I'll take the 33 gold, give Reno the other 20, and I'll keep on looking for more gold while we have time before we leave.
Okay.
Don't forget to equip those items I gave you.
Thank you.
Does Warren know how to get back to the spire?
Oh, but you said that you guys aren't members, and we don't bring non-members to the spire.
We're prospective students.
Can you prove it?
I don't think so. When we go back there, they'll acknowledge us as that.
Yeah.
This Philip that sent you here, but didn't tell you that I was present. Like, why are you here?
Nobody mentioned you.
That's my concern. Yet you come from where I was from a different era, and you're saying that it's potentially centuries.
Yeah, we were just told to help the Yanti snake god ascend, and we did.
They ascended?
Yes.
That He looks across the room. He sees the dead snake in which he was encapsulated in. And then he looks out toward the other room. And he sees all the dead, small, slithering skins and sheds of bits and pieces that were left behind from the most recently consumed. So, we succeeded.
Is that a good thing?
You failed. As they look at you, like, you understand that he's saying success was the dead one in the chamber, and he sees that there is nothing dead in the main chamber but the consumption of growth. It's an opinion of his own whether or not you guys understand what he's saying.
So maybe do you know anybody else, and maybe we can just name another name in which you know of, that maybe just shows proof that we know of the spire and we are trying to be recruited for it.
Lavian, but you haven't met him, and he's who sent me and the rest. Gur.
Do you know anybody else? Like Abjahor?
Abjahor. The Quiet Sigil?
He was pretty quiet, I guess.
Invisible a lot of the time.
Very introverted.
Did they guide you into demise and say sorry after?
Not in that order, but he did guide us to the spire, and then we were tested by Philip, who I guess you don't know, but
give their name if they didn't. We are being fooled. The spire is only led by Lavian. He inserts and assimilates everybody. He is who found us in the forest. He showed us how to assimilate other students. If it wasn't going to be him, there wouldn't be a single holy event, and you wouldn't be sent to a Yonti's temple of ascension in which a Hydra... They like all of a sudden are having like a mind explosion. It's like they understand exactly what you guys went through, and you're all realizing like they knew what could have happened, and they legit prevented it in their era, only to wake up to find out that you guys allowed it and still lived.
Yay!
Oh, guys, this isn't
sounding
so good. Well, Warren, what do you think we should do then? I mean, it doesn't sound like we're going to be going to the spire anytime soon then, or do you think they
we have to save
Lavian?
We have to save what? We have to save everyone who's there. This Philip, they can't be the only one in charge if they're just taking on the new students. There has to be. The spire is in danger.
We should go.
Okay, I hear what you're putting down. So since we also helped one of the guys ascend to godhood, does that mean we should return the purchase that we had just made and take care of that first before going to the spire? Or should we leave that alone?
Do you believe you have the capabilities of being able to handle something in which you witnessed ascend? What you witnessed it doing was enjoying a meal of gaining its hunger. What it's really doing at that Yonti village is consuming every single soul to become the single being. It's probably already achieved that as is. Do you not see the glyphs as they look along this entire room and all the others? And you guys did previously, but you guys really didn't decipher them very well. So it was very sporadic in what you really had.
So we made a friend called Mara, and she was telling us to help her friend ascend. Does that mean he's going to eat her too?
We met ours named Naza. They told us that they needed us to help them the same way, and we saw past their lies. They fought with valiance and escaped, and still summoned it, in which we stopped it, led it straight to this room. I was not supposed to be the one trapped, but the snake had other plans.
What about the arachnid machines? Do you know what they're all about? They were trying to break in, or they broke in and tried to kill or stop the ascension.
You mean the constructs? They were idea. If we had made small mechanical spiders, they could infiltrate and give us the understanding of what we needed to be able to generate an impenetrable defense. The Yanti was so well and prepared in natural defenses that magic had no effect on this entire temple and building and structure as itself, that we had to brutally break through, and it got out of hand because the spiders, they were not completely mechanical. We had used like organic matter in which they were able to somehow at the end of the day pass it on to the babies and the kin after then, and we could not find all the sacks, and they became their own, and we only taught them to do one thing, and they do it in a never-ending battle. The arachnids versus the Yanti. It's our greatest mistake.
I'll give everybody else a look like, oh, 1 second. Guys, let's huddle up, and I'll give like the big oh shit face to everybody.
Let's not go to that village.
Yeah, I think that's
Let's
a good
go back to
idea.
the spire and take this dude with us and get some answers.
Is anybody good at reading faces? I mean, he seems to be telling the truth, but I just don't want to be fooled again.
I can try.
That's the thing.
Actually, I'm gonna eat something.
He is Gus. Don't worry. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that sounds. Go for it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna gas him out?
No, I'm
I'm
using what's in the chat.
Do you need a lactate? Oh, never mind.
Mind Flare Stinkhorn.
I passed the Constitution saving throw, so
Or
I am
potion,
going to
potion.
use Detect Thoughts on him.
As you do, you immediately... Let's go to a quick private real fast.
Oh no,
man.
you're taking him away.
Oh my gosh, he talks so fast too. Be careful.
I know.
Record everything. Just kidding. Yeah, that would have been. This took a big turn, guys.
I mean, it doesn't really matter to us, does it? Like, what's our goal?
Well, my goal is to join the Spire.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect it, but it's kind of like, oh man, it's another step to go into, I guess.
If he knows what's his face, that is whatever. I've been trying to listen to the names, but the names are so complicated.
You sound a little far away from your mic, Rascal.
I'm just laying my head down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what do you say? Sorry?
Since the gnome knows the person of the spire, what's his face, that we never met yet.
Levian
The blue elf or whatever. Yeah. Maybe him knowing them, and if they know the gnome, maybe that can, possibly like bump up our reward, or, raise the stakes for us of some kind, or something like that, or even give us a higher position in the spire.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, let's find out what Warren is to the Spire first, because he might not even have any power.
I'm gonna keep searching for gold until I can.
Rascal, I feel like you're the guy who, when playing Witcher, would be like trying to extort everybody for more money.
Well, I was kind of behind on looting, and
no worries.
I thought everyone was already done looting everything, or already ended up stealing or not stealing, but looting all the gold and money stuff. So that's when I went to the other room, because I was like, well, there's no point of me having any money.
Yeah. No. I'm not questioning that.
Oh no, we didn't loot at all, because that's, I guess, I mean we did, but we didn't really loot the gold and everything. We just have a pet rock and all the items and the staff.
And item. Yep.
Yeah, because how, like, Big G doesn't have any like moral desire. He doesn't really care about gold. He just kind of live by. And
Rascal doesn't need either, but he wants money because since the world kind of revolves around it, and the place he originally was living in as the raccoon was in I think a city where as near or in a city, and that pretty much, that you need money to buy stuff. So he was either stealing or trying to buy things. So he wasn't constantly stealing.
No, I agree with you, because we were really low on money. I mean, I only had 10 gold before this, so
yeah.
Oh yeah, same.
My hope was that we were going to go to the Spire and then kind of initiate kind of like a city sequence.
Yeah,
or something.
but we never really needed the money. And given what I known about this campaign, it's like, because we had that little like synapses like a meta knowledge, right, of what happened to the whole world, and what is happening right now is like they're going through like a time lapse, and different people are being chosen to not time lapse, time loops, and different people are going through being picked out to like try to fight back like a different invasion from like someone to like,
I didn't
like there's like a sacred timeline or whatever. But yeah, and so that's what we're trying to fight for. So like a lot of what happened in the past era doesn't really matter to us anymore.
No, I get that, but money does help, because
definitely,
in a previous campaign,
what are you guys trying to crack the code
money
on?
was
Oh
definitely.
no, I'm just saying that meta wise, we know that there's this like whole time loop thing.
Well, there's like if that helps, Sigurd got some more meta for sure.
Oh yeah.
I straight up read all of his mind.
Oh, delicious.
Well, we'll be looting more gold while listening.
Okay, one more D100 for everyone.
Everyone.
84.
Oh boy. My first mediocre 100.
57, 43, 51. I mean, mediocre, you're still higher than the average.
84.
Yeah, I got yours already. I was announcing there, so you knew what they rolled. All right, I'm going to use those numbers to tell you a total calculation and how much you walked away with outside of what you've already gained, which I'll also add that into the calculations of. We're going to hold the session there and pause that sense of game